All right, I think I'm back, guys. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. This shit is hella complicated. So once I get this situated, I'll be good to go. So I seen somebody was typing. I seen some live chat. Let me see. Hey, let me know. Can you guys hear me out there? Can you see me? I could turn on this light right in front of me if I'm too dark. It seems to be a delay from what I'm saying to what this video is actually showing me. And I can't hear any feedback, so let me know. Okay, cool. I'm trying to figure out how I can see myself and see what you guys are saying at the same time. So give me 1 second. All right, cool. I'm gonna turn this light on. Let me know if this is better. If this is too bright, I could turn it off. Can you guys see me better now, or is that just too much light? Cubs 5. What's my number one fragrance? I really don't have a number one fragrance, man. There's too many fragrances that I have in my collection to just have one. You guys know I got my blends. I got Aventus, Bleecker Street, Montauk, Scent of Peace. I like that Hermes. There's so many to have one, man, and it's like each fragrance does something different for for wherever I'm at, whether it's the climate, if I'm at work, if I'm just going to the mall, if I'm just hanging out with my fiance. It just depends. What up, No Sense Frags? Let me see what else out here. Christian M, yeah, man, it sucks what happened to my Chargers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one. Right now, I tell people I'm not gonna be a fan anymore of the Chargers, but I mean I've been rooting for the Chargers my whole life, so it's hard to just 1 year get up and say I'm done with them. As of today, I'm not a Charger fan, but as soon as the draft rolls around and the season starts and I start to get that itch, I'll probably be watching. So I don't know. Do I have performance issues with Bleecker Street? Never had performance issues with Bleecker Street. That's one of my most performing beastie projection frags that I have. Actually, I don't have any performance problems with any bond that I have. I mean, all of them to me perform better than the majority of stuff that I have in my collection. So, no, I never really have no stuff. What up, Coach? What up? Become a Lions fan. No, I can't do that, man. Is there a woman's fragrance that rock? What do you mean, 32 Rojo? Are you saying is there a woman fragrance that I would wear that smells good, or are you saying a woman's fragrance for your significant other or somebody that you want to buy a gift for? What are your top 3 blends? Legendary. Really, the top blend I go to is Bleecker Street and Shea Bonds. Like I don't really wear too many other blends, but what would be some other blends that I haven't told you guys about that do well for me? I think I blended Dior Sauvage and Blue Day Chanel. I think that was a good one. I blended what else did I blend? I can't think. I'll come back to that one. Let's see. What are you wearing most this month? We in April now, man. So Wild Dove X. I'm probably wearing Rive de Ombre, Tom Ford. I'm wearing that a lot. Centerpiece, I'm wearing a lot. What else do I wear a lot? Terre d'Air Hermes, I wear a lot. Those just work well. I just added what is it? Pure Tonka to my collection. It's kind of hot right now, so I haven't tried that one out, but I'm gonna start wearing that at night to see how that does. What are some official decant sites? Really, it's the groups, man. If you're looking for decants, you want to go to the groups. The Fragrance Kings, March Group, Groove Nation. the fragrance swap group. All the Facebook groups is where I get all my decants. If you're talking about samples, I go to Lucky Scent Bar. That's where I get my little samples, but they get quite expensive. So if you're looking for some decants, go to the fragrance groups. You'll get everything you need. Love Read the Ombre. Wild Dove, I love it too. How do you blend? Do you mean X or spray on different parts of your body? So it depends. So when it comes to blending, it depends on what I like about a fragrance. So say for instance, I like Silver Mountain Water by Creed. That may be a little bit too light for me. So I'll go Silver Mountain Water with Creed, and then I'll find another fragrance where I want an element that I feel won't drown Silver Mountain Water with Creed. So say I may go Silver Mountain Water to get that fresh, crisp vibe, and then I may hit it with an Erofa to give me more of aquatic vibe. And they kind of blend. They're similar. I wouldn't go with Silver Mountain Water and La Nuit. Like they're opposites. I think they'll clash. So like I'll probably go Spice Bomb, because Spice Bomb on my skin projects like a beast. It's hella loud. So I may go one spray on my chest, and then I'll go La Nuit on top of that, and then I may spray La Nuit on both arms. So I only have one spray of Spice Bomb, 3 sprays of La Nuit. So it just depends how it performs on you. You know what I mean? Or it depends what you want. Like I like that cinnamon note in Spice Bomb, but I like everything else in La Nuit. So it just depends. And with Shea Bond and Bleecker Street, they're magic together. I just tried it one day and I smelled it, and that's why I like it. So I don't even know why I did it, but I did it one day, and the response I got from people were just crazy. So that's why I continue to do that. Yeah, Montauk is definitely a lady killer. A lot of women love that one. Let me see. Let me scroll up. I know I missed some comments. Yeah, Terre de Mares is a beast. Hey, who said that? No Sense Frag. So you said become a Lions fan, man. Are you from Detroit? Do you live out Detroit? And if so, man, I heard they got houses for like $2,000. Is that true? If so, I need to go out there and buy me a house, because they're like $500,000 out here in San Diego. Do you have perform okay? Short collection. Can you do a video showing your collection? I can, but the reason I haven't is because I'm lazy, to be real with you. Basically, I got a whole bunch of fragrances that I have in boxes in closets. So I have some on the top of my closet in my room. I have some in drawers. I have stuff in boxes that I just don't wear. And what I do have is I have like 2 shelves. And if you look, actually my little title Coach Rob thing on my YouTube page, that's one of my top shelves. So I have 2 shelves I got from IKEA. I put all my niche that I'm currently wearing on top, and I put all my designer under that I'm currently wearing. So I kind of rotate that. So I got about 50 fragrances, like 25 and 25, that I rotate if I'm not wearing. I put it back in the box, put it in the closet. So I can show that. Even on my Instagram page, if you guys go to CoachRob619 on Instagram, I have a picture of what I'm talking about, that collection. So I just rotate what I wear there. I don't keep all my, I got like about 150 bottles now. A lot of stuff I gave away. So I don't keep them all out. I just keep them in their boxes and closets until I have a need to wear it. Then I'll go grab it. Let me see what else you guys are saying. What's your favorite? What's the one fragrance, J Brew 92? What's the one fragrance you regret buying? Lidge, Lost on Guerlain Extreme. I regret buying that because I searched high and low to find that, just like DHI. And when I bought it, it smelled like I said, orange and protein shake. And I couldn't believe it. Smelled like a stale cardboard box on my skin. And I couldn't believe people were saying it was a masterpiece, and people were telling me how great it was, because I don't get that. I like the regular version, the non-extreme version, better than the extreme version. But I would say that's the one that I regret, because not only did I purchase it, I bought it from somebody and I paid that stupid price. Like I paid like $150 for it, way more than what it's even worth in my opinion, because it was so hyped up and it was hard to find at the time. So that's the one I regret buying. Decant sites. I just got Creative Vintage with the batch code. Would you like to know if it's a good batch, if it has smelled it? When it comes to Creative Vintage, man, I don't really know all the batch codes. I just know the ZO1 and I think it was XO1. I forgot which one I have, but I just know the ones that I smelled that I liked. So I can go get my box and tell you what my batch code is, but I don't know every single batch code. But I mean, I think they all pretty much smell good, man. There's subtle differences, but I don't think you can go wrong with any batch of Aventus. Where does MI fit in your collection? I know you love it, but the ladies not love it as much because it's never in your top complimented. Now, I do love MI, and it is a complimented fragrance. What I try to do when I shoot videos, I try, like, say for instance, if I shot a video in 2015 and I gave you a top 10 and MI was in that video, I try not to have it as my 216 top 10, my 217, you know what I mean? I try not to repeat because I got so much stuff in my collection. I got so many new fragrances that I tried that is working for me. I try to always keep you guys updated with what is actually currently working for me. So you guys, you know what I mean? So you guys can, you guys are not seeing the same repeat video that you see from me and 1,000 other reviewers. So it's like if I just found something, I bought something 3 months ago, and I'm like, damn, people can benefit from this. Nobody's talking about this, and it's working. Let me throw that in my top 2017 because you know that MI worked for me back in 2015. So that's what I try to do. I just don't want to repeat videos over and over and over again. You said you're interested in Andy Warhol's Montauk. Is it blind buy worthy? Give an example of something that may be similar. Basically, Montauk it's a melon. If you like, some people say they hate like Bath and Body Works cucumber melon. If you like that cucumber honeydew melon vibe, and you like aquatic fragrances, I don't recommend anything to be a blind buy, but I think you will like it. Now, if you hate Nautica Voyage, it's kind of the melon that you get in Nautica Voyage is kind of similar, but they're totally different. So I don't want to say Nautica Voyage and you think it smells like that. But if you didn't like, because I know a lot of you guys say you don't like Nautica Voyage. A lot of people love it. But if you hated Nautica Voyage and you hate salty, marine, aquatic fragrances, then you might not like Montauk. But if you like sweet, melon, aquatic, fresh fragrances, you'll probably like it. But it's definitely a lady killer. That's for sure. I've been rocking Vetiver full collection anytime soon. Do you like perfume their Molly line? I'm not Riddick. I'm not really familiar with the Parfums de Marly line. I smelt a couple of them in Nordstrom, but I think I had a decant of one that I lost. But what I smelled in at Nordstrom's, the line smelled good, but I smelled something that kind of smelled like Creed. So I got to get my nose on a lot of them to really give you guys a real opinion. But it smelled of high quality, but it just, the ones that I smelled didn't really blow me away. Do you keep frags in a cooler? No, I don't keep frags in a cooler, man. I keep all my frags, if I'm not wearing them, the ones that I mentioned earlier in the boxes, I keep them in the original box. So anytime I get a fragrance, I try to keep the original box. I'll put that in the closet, somewhere in a dark space. And then my other fragrances that are in my rotation, they're just out. They're on my shelves, but I keep them out the sun. Because when I was younger, man, I had like I said, I've been collecting fragrances for a long time, guys. So when I was like, I had my first apartment when I was 18. And in my room, on my dresser drawer, I had all my fragrances right in front of my bedroom window. And they started going bad. So ever since then, I try to keep my fragrances in a dark place. My Eternity, for some reason, my Eternity would be the first one to go bad. Calvin Klein's Eternity, that was my go-to. So that would always go bad and smell weird. So ever since then, I put them in dark spots. What is it? The best fresh scent like Mugler cologne. I think if you want something fresh, not really Mugler, I mean, because everybody know original vetiver smells like it, but if you want something fresh, I would go with Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. That's one that I kind of stayed away from a long time, but that's a real sophisticated, fresh, clean, kind of soapy scent that I probably would go to if you're looking for something like that. Number one frag for work, probably Terre d'Hermes. Grey Vetiver would be a good one for work. Aventus is a killer, dude. At my job, Aventus is a killer at work, but that's nothing you don't want to wear to work, man. That's too expensive to wear to work. So what I would say, good work fragrance is YSL L'Homme. L'Homme is a great one. And Montauk's Legend. I mean, you can wear anything to work that's not too offensive, man. There's a ton of great work scents. Sauvage is another great one. Do I have a favorite fragrance reviewer? I don't know, man. That's a good question. Really, to be honest with you guys, I had favorite fragrance reviewers when I first got into the game. When I was like watching videos with my fiance or girlfriend at the time, fiance now, when we were watching videos together, the first person I came across was Al. So Al was my favorite back in the day. He's the first person I seen to do a fragrance review, and that's what got me into looking at reviews on YouTube. So I liked Al. then Hero. I was watching Hero at the time, and then from there, I found Mark's videos. And at the time, I liked watching Mark because Mark had all these niche fragrances that I've never heard of. I kind of did the sense that like the Chanel Platinum and the stuff that I've already had in my collection that I knew was good, and that's why I was able to trust him because I knew he knew what he was talking about. So Al was probably my favorite back then, and then Mark, I liked the niche. I would always watch his niche top 20s and top 10s. I just didn't know anything about niche at the time. And now, really, I don't really watch too many reviewers. I don't watch reviewers because at this point in the game, I know what I like. Like, I don't need to watch another dude's review to tell me what smells good because I basically know what smells good, or at least what I think smells good. Like, really what I watch reviews for now is just to see if there's something out there that I don't know about. So if there's some hype or something, like really just for my Believe the Hype video. So I'm looking for stuff that people are hyping, then I go smell it, then I'll shoot my Believe the Hype. So that's pretty the main reason I watch, or I'll watch a video to see something different. Like for instance, like Vava Couture, that's one of my favorites right now because she's a female. So that's me. I want to know what the women like. So she'll be a person that I would watch to get that female perspective. There's another reviewer out there that more people should be subscribed to him that pretty much nobody's watching. His name is it's like Shaving After Dark or something like that. I gotta get his name. I might shoot a shout out video for him because he talks about a lot of fragrances that nobody talk about. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of low end fragrances, but then he also has an element of shaving in his videos. And most black men, we were always told not to shave with a straight razor because we get all kind of razor bumps and stuff. So he's actually showing you how to shave with a razor, what kind of soaps to use, what kind of brush to use. So for me, that's something I don't know about. So that's an informative video. So I get my fragrances and I get shaving. Vava Couture, I get the female's perspective, I get some fragrances. So people like that, I like to watch. Let me ask you some more questions. Also like Riz Frags too, man. A lot of people don't talk about Riz Frags. I think that's how he says his name. And the reason why I like him is because he just seems like an honest guy, a straightforward guy, and I got to see his journey. Like a lot of people, a lot of reviewers outside of like, you got Mark, you got Drac Dog, you got Redolescence, you got My Makers, you got me. These people, all of us, I feel we're like organic reviewers. Like you've actually seen us go from like I had a shitty camera with a shitty mic, with like my little collection, not one niche, and you got to see me over these last 5 years actually grow into, grow on my journey. And then and with him, this dude only had a couple of fragrances. Now he got a nice collection. He got niche, and you got to see him go from like just getting into the hobby to where he is today. And I think that's an element that a lot of reviewers are missing today. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like those guys. Have you tried Prada? I don't know if I tried Prada Dayon. I tried one of the products, but I definitely haven't tried Prada Fusion Vetiver. How is that one? I haven't smelled that. Do you know if Bond is going to release any more Bleecker Street? Yes, Bond is definitely going to release more Bleecker Street. It's funny because when I was down in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, I was in hey, what store was in? Was that Nordstrom's? When we went to the mall by the Saks. So I was in Saks, and the guy had Bleecker Street there, and I was telling him what bonds I have, and he was telling me like, yeah, man, Bleecker Street, they're doing a re-release of it. So he didn't know why, but I'm assuming it probably has a some kind of note. Like I think some fragrances that had oak moss back in the day, they had, if you had that, they had to do a reformulation. So I think that's going on with Bleecker. But he did tell me that the Bond representative, he did tell me that it's coming back out. So I think they're just going to do a reform on it. Hopefully it smells the same. It said, is there an easier way to go live on YouTube on your computer? No, dude, this is complicated, man. I had to download, what app am I using? I had to download some OBS apps. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff on my phone, on my cell phone. I just click go live and I can go live. But I wanted to do this on my computer so I can tie it back to you guys and actually talk to you guys. So that's why I did that. Let me see. Let me see what you guys saying. But it still kind of sucks because now it's weird because I have this OBS program open on one side of my screen and you guys are typing on the YouTube screen. So if I click on what you're typing, it takes away, I can't see myself. So it's kind of weird. They should have a typing feature in the actual program I'm using to go live. So it kind of sucks. Hey, what's up, Vava? I was just talking about you. I was talking about how I like your channel and how I like how you bring a female perspective to the game. That's definitely missed or lacking. Lacking. We definitely need more females that can give us how you ladies feel about the fragrances. So we appreciate you in the community. If I can only have one fragrance for the rest of my life, what would it be? Probably a vintage. I'll just go with a vintage. Not saying that that's the best smelling ever, but the compliments I get from it, how it makes me feel when I'm wearing it, how it projects, how long it lasts, it would be a vintage if that's the only fragrance. But I just couldn't wear just one fragrance. I can't. I'm the kind of dude. I need variety in my life. I can't wake up every day and eat the same bowl of cereal. You know what I mean? Like I gotta have different. I gotta have variety. So I don't think I'll ever just have one fragrance. Let me see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Damn, this is dumb how they have this set up. I wish I can see what you guys are saying and myself at the same time. So where did I leave off? Fragrance addicted. Come on, man. You know I've tried Bleecker Street. That's the lady killer, man. That's the home record blend. If you haven't seen that, check out my video. Is there another fragrance that smells like vintage Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme? That I don't know, but the one that I have, the Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, that's a beast. The one with the sticker, not the one where it's etched in a bottle. If you can find it on eBay or somewhere, definitely get a bottle. Okay, where can you get a niche perfume decant? One, go to the Fragrance Kings on Facebook, Fragrance Swap on Facebook. Where's another place? Robes08, Marks, Guru Nation. Go there. Those are 3 trusted places you can get decants from. I try to have people go to my page, but I guess the way my page is set up, my Rob Reviews, it's like people can't really interact with each other. So I may change that and have a page so where we can all actually interact and do swaps and stuff like that. But for right now, those are the best 3 places to get decants. If you want something expensive and you just want to smell it, go to Scent Bar. Or luckyscent.com, which is the same business, but I think it's luckyscent.com online and Scent Bar in person, and you can get you like a little $3 sample of whatever you're looking for. So that's where I was going in the beginning, and I think I went to a place, and I could be wrong, like when I first got into this hobby or when I first started learning about niche. I think it was called the Perfume Court. Look into the Perfume Court or something like that, but they're expensive, but you can get vintage stuff, you can get all kind of juice on that site also. But Facebook groups are the best place to go because you're gonna get the best bang for your buck. Have you smelled Intaba? I don't even know how to pronounce it. I haven't smelled any fragrances from that line. Any of the Middle Eastern, I guess that's a Middle Eastern line. I haven't smelled any of the fragrances. Best scent again I could wear all year would probably be Aventus. Hello, let me see. Sub Coach, quarterfinal rock back in the days was Incense. Hey, you know what, man? He says, "What's up, Coach? A great old school, fresh aquatic fragrance I used to rock back in the day was Incense Ultramarine. I actually have that by Cavinci, and I hate it, dude. I don't know. Somebody told me the bottle that I actually have was a reformulated version, so I don't have the vintage juice. I got the reform, and it did not smell good to me, or at least on my skin. It didn't work well with my chemistry at all. So I don't wear that anymore. I still got that bottle. I might try it again so I can shoot a review. What is something similar to Tom Ford Great Vetiver? Gets a lot of love, but no one ever points out anything similar. It's almost like you have to blind buy. That's a good question, dude. But I'll try to figure out something. Because I'm just getting into Great Vetiver myself. Got a little sample of it, and I've always, like I said earlier, I've always, for some reason, never explored that one, and it definitely smells great. So I'll try to find an alternative. I'll probably shoot a this or that if I do find something. So I'll make a mental note of that, and you know, and let you guys know, because it's definitely a good one. Have I ever heard of Vince Komodo Ohm? Yeah, man, I got that, and I think I shot a review. I got the Vince Komodo Ohm. I shot a review on that, and the Solar, the orange bottle. My mom bought both of those for me, I believe. So am I a coach? Yes, I'm a coach. It's funny because my channel started, Coach Rob, is because when I first started this channel, I was posting up my kids' football games. So I would have a parent in the stands filming games, and that's pretty much what the channel was for. It was just for filming games and uploading them so the kids I coach, they can just see their own games. And that was how this that's why it's Coach Rob 619 being the area code San Diego where I live at. So that's how that came about. If I just made this channel specifically for fragrances, I probably wouldn't be called Coach Rob. I don't know what I would have called myself. But I am a coach. I've been coaching football for 12 years at the youth level, Pop Warner level. Well, we call it AYF out here. So we're American youth football. We're unlimited. We don't have like the weight restrictions like Pop Warner has. And I also coach a freshman at the high schools out here. So yeah, man, I've been coaching for over a decade, 12 years, and I love it. That's one of my passions, and fragrances is one of my passions. So that's why I do it. I do it just to share my knowledge with you guys, and anything that I learn, I just try to share with you guys. Rose, what's up, man? I just seen you. We still need to collab someday. Definitely. I wish we could have collabed when I was in Toronto. But my girlfriend, my fiance, she right here. What you doing? Cooking? Making flowers? She making flowers or something. So she wants to go out there in the summertime because we went out there. What was that? May?
April.
April. We went out there in April. So it started snowing while we was out there. So and I know you were busy. So she wants to go back like during the summer. So we could probably go out there. She want to do the Trinidad. She want to do that. What is that? The Caribbean, the Brazilian thing. So yeah, I might get in trouble if I go out there during that time frame. But and me back up with Chad, and we can all do something. She just came from the gym. They said introduce you. She like, nah. She got on her sweatsuit and she's sweating. Her hair messed up. She just came from the gym. So, but I'll get her on one of these videos, or we'll do a video together or something. She don't like being in front of the camera, so. But you can't see her. She's on my King Rob 22 Instagram page. So you guys can go check us out there. She's on that page if you guys want to see her. But she's camera shy. Have you sniffed any of the Zara fragrances? I sniffed a couple of those, but I was in there shopping and I just smelled them, and a lot of them smelled like stuff that I've already had, or they were kind of like, some of them smelled like knockoffs to me, so I didn't really smell that much. But I want to get into that tobacco one. I may still do a Believe the Hype on that tobacco frag that everybody is talking about. So look out for that one. What's the most underrated designer and niche fragrance? Underrated. I think I'm not gonna say all niches, but a lot of niches underrated because it's so expensive. So people don't really, people don't want to spend that money for those niche fragrances because of the price tags. But what would be an underrated one that I think everybody would like? I don't know. I got to look at my collection and come back. And designer, I don't think there's too many designer underrated fragrances because all the good ones, everybody talks about them. You know what I mean? Like, you got to find those ones like Bergamot Merino. That was an underrated fragrance. Today, I still think that's underrated. So those are the ones you got to find. You got to find those fragrances that's like mid 90s, early 90s, things that came out. I think Chic by Men or Chic Carolina Herrera. I think that's an underrated one. There's a couple. There's now that my mind is starting. There's a couple underrated ones. I'll probably put a list together or top 10 underrated. And niche, I really gotta think about. That's hard to say. Rob, the women go crazy at work about Montel Wood and spices. I told you, man. Like, you guys, when I shoot these videos, it's tried and true. Like, I really wear the juice. I'm really, you know what I mean? I really go out there and test it and wear it places, and the responses I get, my job is to come back and tell you guys, man, I don't ever try to steer you wrong or try to front on here or try to get on here and blow smoke up. You know what I mean? Like, be fake. That ain't really, that's not what I'm about. So if I say something, like, it's true. It really works. So, and I try to give you guys stuff that, everybody else ain't talking about, that you guys, could have some success with yourself. Check out Givenchy Blue Label, discontinued. Okay, I'll check that one out. Matter of fact, I'm about to write that down. And if you guys know any other frags, let me know. I'm going to write them down right here on my pad. Give me some more review ideas. Givenchy Blue Label. All right. Current thoughts on Neo. I still love Neo. What is that? Let me see. Are those fake? Or are they real? What are you gonna do with them?
Put it outside.
So this is what she made, guys. She made some flowers that I guess she's gonna put out on our patio. She like doing stuff like that, but Vava said, "What's my signature scent right now and why?" I don't really have a signature scent. It's just too much good stuff in my collection. But in heavy rotation right now, like I said, is Rive de Ombre. Aventus is always. I think Aventus may be my signature scent. If I really had to pick one that I put on majority of the time, it'll be Aventus. But being that I think I have Z01 or something, it's hard to find. It's hella expensive if I want to replace it. I try not to wear it as much. So what I do a lot, if it's not Aventus, I would say it's my home record blend, which is a blend between Shea Bond and Bleecker Street. I blend those two. And these are fragrances I wear if I want to impress somebody. Like, it's Aventus, it's the home record blend, it's Terre d'Hermes, the EDT version. And that's another thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, or I don't know if this may be true for you on your skin, but when it comes to the designer fragrances, the EDTs work way better on my skin than any perfumes. Niche, most of the fragrances are perfume, so it is what it is. But when it comes to EDTs, I get way better projection. I get way better longevity. And I don't know if it's something with my skin. I don't know if that alcohol or whatever's in it makes it project more. But when I wear perfume versions, they sit close to the skin. I know it's supposed to be the opposite, but on my skin, EDT always works better. So answer your question, the Aventus home record blend, Terre d'Hermes, Centerpiece, Rive de Ombre. Those, and I'm almost done with my Keaton bottle, or Ketone, however you pronounce it. I wore that bottle. I still like wearing that too, but I'm almost done. I don't want to finish that bottle. Now going back to Neo, current thoughts on Neo. It's still one of the best citrus fragrances ever made. It's still one of the best in the game. It's just but it's a raw, authentic citrus, which is kind of real green, and I don't want to say herbal, but it's kind of sharp and piercing that it may turn people off. But when it comes to just raw, authentic, great smelling citrus, like Green Valley, like Italy in a bottle or something, like that's just what I think of. Neo is a beast. When it comes to a smooth, kind of creamy, mellow, great smelling citrus, Rive de Ombre. So those are my two top favorite citrus fragrances in the game right now. What is one frag in each category, summer, fall, that you would wear if you could only have one? LB Kent. So in my climate, it's kind of tough because I know a lot of you guys live on the East Coast, live down south, live up north, live somewhere where you actually have 4 different seasons. You have your fall, winter, spring, summer, and all that stuff. But for me, I got spring all year. I got summer and spring. That's pretty much all I have. So it's always hard for me to say what I would wear in fall and in winter. But just thinking, I'll probably go with, which I also like in the summer too. But I would probably go in the winter or maybe the fall. I'll probably go with what is it? Pierre Havane by Thierry Mugler. I just love that. But I actually wear it in the summer because it projects like a beast on me. But I would probably wear that in the fall if I lived on the East Coast. And I would probably go with something dark like by Killian's Back to Black in the winter, or Serge Luton Serge, because I just love the way that when it gets extremely cold out here in San Diego, which is not that cold, like 60 degrees or something, I'm going with Serge. So Serge Black to Back in the winter, Pierre Havane in the fall. Summer, I love Creeds of Rofa or Silver Mountain Water in the summer. Spring, I'm going Bleecker Street, Green Irish Tweed. And that'll probably be my rotation right there. I mean, obviously I'll wear other stuff, but if I had to just pick 4, those would be probably my rotations. Also like Original Santal. I'll probably go with the Original Santal probably in the fall also. I don't know. It's hard to say. How do you feel about the note of Iris? You hate it, Tyrone Biggums. That's one of my favorite notes, dude. Like Iris is one of my favorite notes. Now, I say that, but I don't really like the Dior Homes, the original versions. Iris is just way too strong. Or at least the bottle I had, it was just way too strong. It gave me headaches. But the DHI the Dior Homme Sport 2012, the Iris and those. Healy, the niche brand Healy, Heeley, I think it's the name. They got an Iris fragrance I like. What's that house? Frederick Mall. I forgot what they call it, but they have an Iris one that I like too. It's a smooth Iris that I really enjoy. So I do like Iris, man. You just gotta find the right one. Let me see. Do you play football? Or did you play football? Yeah, I played football. I played wide receiver and I played running back. But I got into girls at high school, man. I had a. Damn, what you breaking over there? See, she about to break my coach of the year. Hey, can you bring that to me? Is that my coach of the year? I gotta show them, like, cause they don't know I'm a real coach. See, here we go, man. San Diego. Oh, hold up. Coach of the year, 2016. I'm a good coach, guys. Just to let y'all know that. Great coach. So anyway, get back to the question. So yeah, I played running back. I played wide receiver. I got into girls. I had a kid in middle school. I mean, not in middle school, but basically in middle school. I had a kid. My son is 23 years old. So and I'm a grandfather. So you guys, sure, that's some secret you guys wouldn't have known unless you're watching it live. I have a young son. I had a kid at 15. I was doing too much. I stopped playing sports. That's why I always recommend kids to stay active, to stay in sports. And that's pretty much one of the reasons why I mentor, man. I let them learn from my mistakes. So I had a kid young. I had a kid in the ninth grade. And then it kind of derailed me from sports. Not like I would have made it to the pros or college anyway. I'm only like 5'8", so I mean, but I loved football. So that's how I give back, and that's how I, you know what I mean, tell these kids, you know, not to make any mistakes that I did. Thoughts on Labo? That's a house that I like. They have. I went out there years ago in LA. They have one of the Labo spots, and you kind of see them making the fragrances. And I think Rose 31 and Bergamot 22 are my favorite from the house. Outside of that, I can't really say because I don't have a lot of experience with that house. And a lot of those, when I was in the store, I didn't really like a lot of them. And that's when I was new. And that's one thing you guys are go through. I don't know where you're at in your fragrance journey, but most of us, we all start with designers, and we kind of gradually, you know what I mean, transition into niche, and we find the niche that smells as close to designers like your Bond Number 9 and your Creed, and then you slowly go into your By Kilians and your Amouage and et cetera, et cetera. So at that time, I was straight basically in designer. So those Labo fragrances was just not vibing with me. I didn't really like any of them. And even Rose 31, it was kind of like hard for me to get into because that rose, and I wasn't really familiar with wearing a rose as a man, but I actually love it today. So, but those were two that I were cool with in the beginning. Check out Alfred and Hoff number 3. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Rob DJ Ville says check out Alfred and Hoff number 3. I wish, like I said in my other videos, I wish some of these people were sending us free fragrances, man. As reviewers, they should be sending us free bottles, man. All the money we probably make some of these companies doing all these reviews, because I know a lot of you guys tell me you buy fragrances based off of my opinion. So I know I'm making somebody money. I'm not getting none of it, but somebody getting rich off of us. Have you still been working on the art of making cologne? Good question, man. I stopped it. And I'm about to get back because it's hella hard to make a fragrance. You know what I mean? I thought that, and what I realized is that, because this is my thing about the fragrance. As you guys seen, if you follow my channel, I did a couple of blogs. I was up in LA. I took a fragrance class out here in San Diego. I took a fragrance class out there. It was like a boot camp, like the whole weekend, like 8 hours each day. And they're breaking down all the perfumes, and they're breaking down how really most of even niche and designer use a lot of aroma chemicals. They use, you know what I mean? It ain't all these natural notes that you may see on Fragrantica. Oh, it has lavender and it has all this shit in it. Really, it's a aroma molecule. It's not even a real note. So it's a synthetic. So basically, all these houses use synthetics, and that's pretty much what I learned making these fragrances. And so right now I got about $500 worth of synthetics and natural oils in my house, and I've been trying to mix, man, and add the alcohol, and they just never came out right. They never came out not anything that I would want to bottle and present to you guys as this is a Coach Rob fragrance. You know what I mean? So I kind of slowed my roll on that end, which I'm going to pick up. I'm going to go back to some of them LA classes and really try to get dedicated, because I do want to bring you guys a fragrance. I do want to bring something that I feel represents me, represents what I feel is good as a fragrance. But what I think I'm going to do, being that I'm a businessman and an entrepreneur, you don't have to do it all. And that's what I learned. Like, I read an article on Amouage, and I thought, like, whoever the guy for Amouage is, he created his own fragrances. And when we look on Fragrantica, you can look at under Dior, you can look under Chanel, and this is the fragrance, this is the perfumer, this is the fragrance, this is the perfumer. So I don't have to be the perfumer and create a fragrance line. And that's the problem I was having. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to be like, Tom Ford, or be like, what I mean, I'm watching, be a visionary, and just say, you know what, I'm going to find a perfumer that I can afford and have them create a fragrance for me. And I'll be the nose. I'll be the visionary. I'll be like, I'll have him, hey, this is what I'm looking for. You create it. I'll pay you to create that. And then I'll say, okay. And when it's ready, I'm like, okay, this is what I like. This is what I'm gonna package up under my company and present to you guys. To me, that's a quicker route. Like, for instance, when we buy Nikes, we don't care who made them. You know what I mean? The person that started the Nike company, he didn't make the Jordans, but we like them and we wear them. You know what I mean? So, or any business, you got the CEO, you got the visionary, and you got the employees, and you got the people that actually make the package and make the product and send it out. So that's the route I think I'm gonna take, and to get you guys something under my brand, under my logo, under my, you know what I mean, approved by me and what I think smells good. Hey, that's what's up, Montez. I'm glad to hear I'm your favorite reviewer. Brazil is amazing, man. I already know Brazil is amazing. I have my uncle. He has a friend that visited Brazil and never came back. True story. He went out there, man. Those women treated him like a king, and he said, "Forget America," and never came back. For real, Rose. As soon as I get out there, or even if I'm planning a trip to go out there, you're the first person I'm gonna reach out to and get in contact with. The Trinidad Carnival. So that's in February, March. LB Kent. Is that the one in Toronto you're talking about, or is that in a different location? What fragrance does she wear to the gym? I don't know. She pretty much wears whatever she had on during the day, I guess. What she loves right now, probably her favorite. She got 5 bottles in rotation, Vava, and it's Creative Ventures for her. It's Centerpiece for her. What else she wear all the time? Armani C. And these are all my favorites. That's why I think she wear them. These are all my female favorites. But I think her favorite that I don't really care for, but I like the way it smells. But her favorite that she literally went through the whole bottle in like 6 months, if that long, was Victor and Rolf's Bonbon. It's that Bonbon one. That's her favorite. So if she can wear something every day, or she'd have one fragrance, I think that'd be her pick. She absolutely loves it. And every now and then she'll sneak in my bottle of Tonka Imperial. She likes that too. But I'm almost done with that. So she's going now, getting dressed up. She'll throw that on every now and then, which I never wear because I'm trying to reserve it. Said, Jay Dan, get your nose on Clean White Vetiver by Clean. All right, let me write that down. Clean White Vetiver. By Clean. Didn't Clean, is that the house that made something by cannabis or something, fresh cannabis or something like that back in the day? Carlos Ortega, Vintage Pineapple, what about it? Do you like it? Is it great? Are you promoting it? What's your stand on it? Imaginary Arthur. Where's it at? Oh, I took it upstairs. Somebody sent me I did a swap for that, what is that Gucci Guilty Absolute. I did a swap, and he gave me some of those samples. So I got about 6 samples from Imaginary Arthur. And out of all of them that I smell, I like Soft Lawn. I think I like that one the best, but I gotta really get into it. You say ladies love vintage pineapple. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I mean, it smells like a vintage, so I can't imagine people not liking it. I mean, it's not better than a vintage, but it smells close enough. Do a top men's fragrances that my fiance loves. That's a good idea. I was gonna do that a while ago. There's a reviewer called I can't remember his name. It's like when I first got into the game, like 3 years ago. His name was something angry, big angry, little angry, something angry, and he always did top 10s. And he did a top 10. I think he did a top 10 about his fragrances his girlfriend liked, and it was almost identical to what my girlfriend likes. But obviously, I got way more fragrances now than then. Yeah, Tyrone Biggums, I am a grandfather, man. I'm the youngest grandfather you probably ever met. Um, yeah, and he's the third. So my son is a junior, and he's the third. So yeah, man. I started young, and like I said, that's why I coach, and that's why I try to get these boys focused on school and focused on sports or whatever, can get them a free scholarship into college, man. Because these women, like my mom used to always tell me, they ain't going nowhere. They always gonna be there, man. So focus on, that vibe. That was the first one I smelled, Falling into the Sea. That is right up my alley. That is bomb. That's my favorite from their house. It wasn't in this sample pack, but somebody sent me like a 10 mil, and I went right through it. A 10 mil decant of Falling into the Sea. So that is the best that I've smelled from imaginary authors. The next would be Soft Lawn. Soft Lawn is more of a unisex fragrance. I can see women pulling off, so it's kind of on the border. But yes, I do like that one. We pay up here to USA for niche, but you can get so much better pricing in Europe. Yeah, I need to find a hookup in Europe, man, and send me some niche stuff. Yes, my girlfriend Tricky Nikki. My girlfriend has a vintage for her. I purchased that for her for Christmas, or her birthday's like right before Christmas. So I don't know if it was for her birthday or for Christmas, but one of them she got it this past year, and she likes it. It's a great fragrance, man. I mean, it's not, to me, it's not the equivalent of what a vintage is, but it's a good kind of candy pineapple, kind of vanilla pineapple vibe. But it's definitely female. I can't see a man pulling off creative vintage for her. What's the best, Zach Parson? What's the best, cheapest colognes for men? There's a ton of them, dude. I mean, if you're buying them online, like at Notino, fragrancenet.com, dude, you can get some Tom Ford. I mean, you can get so many, like my Versace Arrows I bought for like $40 on fragrancenet.com. You can get a ton of stuff for under $50. So I'll probably do a video on that because I can't think at the top of my head, but there's so many good cheapy fragrances that you can buy, man. Just go to Fragrance Net. Whatever you're looking for, don't ever buy it in the mall. Go to an online retailer that you can trust. Even Overstock.com is another one people don't talk about. You can go to Overstock.com and find some stuff real cheap. Wow, Christian M. Hey, coach, I still remember freshman year of high school watching your DHI story. That's what's up, man. That's one of my favorite videos. I mean, I looked everywhere for DHI, for the original version, man, with the silver collar. So like just seeing it to this day, I light up because it was a treasure hunt, man. I couldn't believe that I was on vacation and I wasn't even gonna go into the mall because we were going on the I mean, if you've seen the video, you know the story. So yeah, I was surprised that I seen it. Dunhill Man, I gotta try that out, man. Dunhill Man was an underrated one. I never smelt that, and I gotta try that Icon one everybody's talking about. I haven't smelt that either. So Rob, you gotta try Aqua Viva and Cerizo. Cerizo's the best gourmand in the game. Write those two down. And first impression, you got it, King Meta. What is it? Aqua Viva and Cerizo. Okay, so I got a lot of stuff I'm writing down. What designer fragrance have you repurchased the most? Actually, which one have I repurchased the most? I don't know if I've since I've got heavy into collecting since I got heavy into buying bottles, I don't think I've purchased another bottle of the same fragrance. The only one I would probably purchase again is Ketone because I'm almost done with it. But like I'm almost done with Taco Imperial. I'm almost done with Ketone. I was almost done with the EDT, but then I got the perfume version. So I mean, it's not the same bottle. I mean, not the same fragrance, but it is the same fragrance. So I don't really count that as buying, re up on it. Yeah, what bottle? I don't think I ran out of anything, man. Because what I do when I get low on the juice, I just don't wear it no more. I'll wear it very sparingly, and I got so many other bottles to wear. So if I get low on some, and like right now, Bleecker Street, I'm low on Bleecker Street, so I'm not wearing it no more. If I do my blend, I just go more Shea Bonds than Bleecker. But I don't spray more than 3 sprays of Bleecker right now because I just don't. For one, you can't get it now. And for two, I don't know what the reformulation gonna be like when it's re-released. So I know my bottle on me performs, it projects. So I don't want to use it up. So I very rarely use up bottles. But there may be something that I used up, but off the top of my head, I can't think of it. I want to say like maybe Armani Code. Did I buy that again? I don't know. I can't think of any right now. African leather and Italian leather are good scents. I've been wanting to smell African leather like forever, dude. I seen it was hyped up for a minute, and if you guys aren't, I've said this 1,000 times in my videos. If you guys aren't on Totally Fragrance raffle page, dude, you need to be on there. I've won so much juice. I haven't. I was about to say I haven't purchased a bottle in months. I have because I bought Versace and some other stuff, but really, no, I haven't purchased a niche bottle in a long time. I won about 10 or 12 bottles from I won Zerjov's Udin. I won Kilian Straight. I think it was Cruel Intentions. I've won My Centerpiece. I've won Creed Himalaya. What else I went on there? My Original Vetiver I won on there. I won so many. Matter of fact, my Aventus bottle I actually won on Total Fragrance Raffle. I've always had decants. I won the bottle on there, so I've won so much on that fragrance group, guys. You guys got to be on there. And African Leather was one I've been trying to win, but I could never get it. Like every time I see somebody raffling African Leather off, I always try to bid on it and try to win. I haven't won. I haven't won in a long time, so I kind of stopped bidding on that site. But I'm about to go back to. I needed to save my money, but get on that raffle page, man. For a couple of bucks, you'll be surprised. Right now, they have Amber Star in that other bottle that comes with Amber Star. I forgot what it's called, but they got the pack, the case, everything. $40. I mean, it's expensive to buy one, a chance to win. But if you win that, like they got crazy juice on there, man. That's like $700 a bottle. You can win by bidding $10, $5. So yeah, Vava EDT, man, they work way better on me all the time. I don't know, my skin loves EDTs. Perfume. I save money and I get better performance, so you can't beat it. Chris Johnson, I said it earlier, I'm not going to do a full collection video because I'm lazy and I got a whole bunch of fragrances in boxes. So I have them in the original box and I have those boxes in other boxes like in my closets all over the place because I don't wear. But what I will do, I have a shelf in my room which I can do it's about 50 bottles. So I got niche on top. I have my designer on the bottom. Those are things that's currently in my rotation. So if I find that there's something in my shelves that I'm not wearing, I'll take it out, put that in a box, take out the other thing. And, like John Varvatos Artisan, I wasn't wearing that. So now that's on my shelf and I put whatever's in its place, I put it back in a box. So I keep about 50 bottles in rotation. So every day I got 50 options. So I don't keep my whole collection, out. I keep it stored in a dark spot. Which one do you prefer, Blue Day, Chanel, or Dior Sauvage? That's a good question, man. I wanted my gut is want to say Blue Day, Chanel, but like currently I like Dior Sauvage better because it's just different. And I wore Blue Chanel so much. It's not that Dior Sauvage is better than Blue Day Chanel, but it's just that I've been wearing that for years, and Dior Sauvage is something new. So it's kind of like it's just something new. It's hard to say. They're both well. You can't go wrong with either one. But like I said in my video, Dior Sauvage, it doesn't have an iris note in it. But to me, on my skin, it smells like something iris. I get an iris vibe. And no, it's not listed in the notes. But to me, I get that. And that's what I like about Sauvage, is that vibe I get from it. But like I said, Blue Day Chanel I've worn so much that I'm kind of tired of it. But it's still a great fragrance. It's still cold out in NYC in April. Like what's the degrees out there? Out here it's like, what was it? Matter of fact, let me look. What was it today out here? It had to be like 60 degrees or something. Like 75 out here today. Where's my little weather thing at? I can't find my weather app. But it was hot out here today. It's always, I'm not even hot, it was warm. It's always warm out here. It's never really hot. But I can't deal with the cold. Actually, you guys, another thing you guys probably didn't know. I used to live in Connecticut, so I did live on the East Coast. I actually graduated high school in Connecticut. That's where my dad is from the East Coast. So I lived up there my junior and senior year. So I've been in snow, I've been in cold weather. I graduated on the East Coast, and then I moved back to San Diego, my hometown. So I've been in some cold weather, and I've been in NYC. I did the whole little tour, Statue of Liberty, and all that stuff. Carlos Ortega, do I own a bottle of Versace blue jeans, old school Jews? Do I own a bottle? I probably did, but I usually give that stuff away, man, like to my little cousins and my family members, because my girlfriend, she got the, I think it's red jeans or something like that. I think she still has that, but most of those, like, I gave away. Like, a lot of bottles, like, that I was buying earlier. And I think that's another transition we all go through. Like, when I first started watching Mark and Al and all those guys on YouTube, I started running crazy. I was at every TJ Maxx, every Ross, Marshalls. I was buying all kind of junk. So, which, I mean, most fragrances smell good, but I was buying everything. So I would wear it a little bit, do a review, then I would give it away, or, you know what I'm saying? So that's before I knew about Swappy. So a lot of stuff that could have been something that I ran across back in the day and didn't end up giving it to like one of my little cousins or something like that. But I always heard that was a good one, but I can't remember if I had it or not. But I don't think I did, but I might have. I don't know. Thrifty first. When am I coming out with a new cheapy list? That may be soon. I may do another one. A lot of people ask for that. A lot of people want to know, great underrated fragrances, great inexpensive fragrances, and that's always been up my alley, man. So I'm always looking for a deal. So I may shoot that. Charisma. Yeah, the EDTs, man. The EDTs are the truth. A lot of people will tell you that don't buy the EDT, man. But I'm here to tell you the EDTs, they perform better on me. So, BP Wool, does Fresco still hold up? You know what? I gave it my girlfriend. She has a son, and he lives here with us, obviously. So, I gave him Fresco. True story. I think we were on our way to Toronto. So we were on our way to Toronto to meet up with a German's Journey. Everybody, if you guys ain't subscribe to Chad, man, go out there, subscribe to him. That's a great dude, man. Like, I'm always going to be cool with him. He showed me, like, the best time in Toronto. I mean, he went above and beyond and really, took us out to dinner. I mean, he did a lot when I was out there in Toronto, man. So I'm always indebted to him. If he ever comes out to San Diego, we're going to definitely take care of him. But we were at the airport. This dude has on Fresco. And this cougar was sitting right next to him, and she was like, so he's sitting right next to me, and she's sitting, on the opposite side of him, and I could tell she was catching whiffs. I didn't know what he was wearing, you know what I mean? And I could tell because she's like reading a book or whatever. She kept like, looking over at him. I'm like, damn, what this old lady keep looking at the little dude for? You know what I'm saying? And so his mom had went to the bathroom. When she comes back, she's like, I didn't want to say anything to your son, but I just wanted to ask him what, cologne does he have? It smells so good. I've been catching whiffs of it. And he was like, I got on something called Freshie or whatever. And she's all writing it down. And he called it the wrong name. And I'm like, what is that one? He's like, it's the one you gave me, Fresco. Like, he said it fresh something. I was like, Fresco? He was like, yeah. So Fresco, as much flack as it got, as much as people clowned it, it's getting compliments. Because I was a witness. He got a compliment in the airport going to Toronto. So Fresco still holding up, man. If you guys got your little bottle of it, it's still doing this thing. I mean, but obviously, there's so much better vintage clones than Fresco, man. I think that's what started all this madness with all these damn clones. He said, what? Damn young face, man. So I still look young, guys. I'm out here looking young. That's what's up, man. Y'all ain't gonna watch me if I start getting old and gray. So I gotta stay looking young. I shot those hygiene videos for y'all, man. Some of y'all don't watch them, but hey, take care of your skins. I'm getting up there. So I try to look as young as I possibly can. Have you smelled CK2? Haven't smelled CK2. I definitely want to smell that Eternity now, though. Like I told you guys following me. Eternity was what got me. Eternity, Fahrenheit, and Preferred Stock. Y'all probably don't even know about Preferred Stock. Preferred Stock, Obsession. What else did I wear back in the day? But those were my go-to. I know those four right there. You couldn't tell me nothing when I had on Preferred Stock or Eternity. But Eternity was my first love with fragrance. When I wore Eternity, that's when I knew, this was my passion. So I want to add that Eternity now to my collection. What does Terre Hermes smells like? The Zach Parson. It smells like oranges and dirt. That's to sum it up. That's what it smells like. It smells like earth, vetiver. Like a garden. If you ever put your hands in soil, like you're gardening something, it's that rich, vetiver, earthy tone with orange peel and it just when I first got in, when I first had a sample of Terre d'Hermes, I hated it. I could not see why anybody would want to smell like this. But once that earthy vetiver and that orange peel vibe kind of dries down, it's a great luxurious citrus, man. It's masculine. It got a little spice to it. It's the bomb, man. I get so many compliments with it. It smells great. I don't own Invictus. I don't own any flanker of Invictus. I don't own Invictus. But I definitely need to get it. 'Cause I smelled it in the store and I could tell that's a compliment getter. But I just personally don't own it. I got that Hugo Boss Bottles Intense. I bet that smells good because the Boss Bottle smells good. So I need to check that one out too. Rob, would it be worthwhile to make Al Rehab Silver a fragrance oil into a spray for added strength? I don't know because I don't know about the oil. I don't know how the oil performs, but I have the spray. The spray was only like $8 with shipping from wherever it came from, UK or something like that, and that lasts. I mean, I think that may give me better performance than actually the Creed Silver Mountain Water bottle I have. So what I would do if I was you, if you're looking for a spray, buy the spray. It's only like $8, and there you go, problem solved. What's your favorite? What's your favorite throwback fragrance? Either Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the original version, or Monte Code, which was my go-to club killer. What else was my go-to club killer back in the day? Those two, Dior Homme. Oh, and Very Sexy by Victoria's Secret. And one of my homegirls, her name is Chandra O'Ray. Her father was the first black player ever to play NHL professional hockey. She just made a page. It's CHANDRA O'Ray, O''REE. She was the person. So if you guys can write that down, go to her page and just tell her Coach Rob619 sent you. Just say hi to her. Check out her page. She's a female, pretty woman. That was my homegirl. She's the one that put me up on Very Sexy. She would buy a bottle for her dad every Christmas. And she just told me how great it was. And that's when I started wearing it to the club. And I was getting mad compliments from women. I was getting a lot of cooperation for the ladies back in the day before I was engaged and all that stuff. But yeah, she put me up on game. So just go to her page, Chandra Away, and just tell her thanks for putting Coach Rob up on Very Sexy. Just see what she says. She's a cool girl. That's my homegirl. We go way back to high school days. And said, I didn't know anything. Mr. Jason 2386, I didn't know anything about fragrance until I found your video. Thanks, brother. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what I do it for, man. Because I was the same way. I knew about I was in my little world, my little eternity obsession, preferred stock. I had like some Givenchy. I forgot what that bottle was. One Givenchy my mom bought me. It was a burgundy top. I had that. I had my, my Polo Sport and my Nautica and all that stuff. And when I discovered, Al and Mark and all those guys on YouTube, that's when my mind just exploded, and I got into this hobby knee deep and just, went from there. Said, other than your house blend, what's your other favorite blend? I do Oud Wood and Cafe Rose. I'm gonna have to smell that. I think my La Nuit and Spice Bomb. But it just depends what mood I'm in. Like a night out, I like La Nuit and Spice Bomb because Spice Bomb projects like a beast. And when I mix that with La Nuit, that's my nighttime killer right there. So that'll probably be it. I don't like Creed Royal Oud. I know a lot of people love that one, but I've heard the Creed Royal Oud and Adventures is a good blend. But I just don't like Royal Oud. So I may try that blend to see if it works well. Cause I just hate oud fragrances, man. I try to get into them. But I don't know, man. Some smell good, but most they just don't do well with me, with my skin and just my vibe. So I don't really like oud fragrances. And people say Royal Oud don't really smell like oud, so I don't know what that's about. Your creative fragrance. Fragrance 1914. Yes. Hey, Coach, would you be looking for a business partner or perhaps a financial contributor to your creative fragrance? Yeah, I definitely am, man. Just PM me. And we can talk. I was even thinking about doing a GoFundMe, but I kind of feel funny about asking people to help me fund money for a fragrance, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of you guys support me. I know a lot of you guys would do it, but I don't know. I feel kind of funny about that. So I don't know which route I'm going to go, but that is one of my goals is to really create a fragrance and bring something to you guys that I hope you guys will love. So I do plan that. But if you guys know anybody or any ways for me to raise the money or or you know any people that create fragrances, any perfumers, definitely, man, send me a PM. Go to Instagram, send me a message, or go to Rob Reviews, send me a message any way you can, and we definitely can go from there. Hey, same to you, Vava. You have a great week too, and we love watching your videos. It's great to have a fresh face on in this community that's speaking from speaking on fragrances. I don't know why I can't talk. Peace. Okay, that's what his name, King Meta. Little Angry. I knew it was something angry. Little Angry, man. He did a gang of top tens. So I used to love watching his videos back in the day. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna shoot some more little top tens. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Reggie back at it again. I've been hearing about Killian Straight to Heaven. I think is what it's called. Any thoughts? Straight to Heaven is cool. I mean, if I was gonna get a by Killian, the first one I would go to is Back to Black. I also like Bamboo Harmony. I think it's called. That's like an aquatic. So if you don't want aquatic, go with Back to Black. I think that'd be those would be great introductory fragrances to the by Killian house. It says Jeremy Washington. I had one fragrance when I ran into one of Coach Rob619. You taught me from the humble beginnings. I now have over 30. Most were from reviews. You are a fragrance Sherpa. Keep growing. Hey, thanks, man. That's what's up. Just don't get addicted to it, man. Don't get too crazy, man. Don't go broke over this fragrance collecting, this fragrance hobby. You don't have to have that many. You don't have to spend a lot of money to smell good. That's one thing that I did realize. Some of us can go overboard and try to buy everything, but you only need 10, 15 bottles. I mean, I need more bottles, but for most people, 10, 15 bottles is more than enough. What about Purple Label Ralph Lauren, man? That's a great one, but I doubt you can find it at a decent price. And I'm stupid, man. It was we have a was it the Ralph? We have an outlet. I'm sure you probably have a Polo outlet or outlet center, shopping mall where you're at, and we had it was either in Polo or it was in it wasn't even in Polo. It was in a cosmetic store, and I'm like stupid. They had 2 bottles of Ralph Lauren Purple Label for like $50, and I didn't even purchase it because I had Bleecker Street, and I was like, it smells like Bleecker Street, so I should have bought it. I could have just had it and sold it, and that's where I got my La Nuit, the old version. They had like a 50% off sale, man. So I got the 100 ml bottle, and it came with like a 1 ounce 30 ml bottle, and I bought like 3 of them for like I think it was less than 50, like 45 for the gift set, and I bought like my brother-in-law, I bought like my friend one, I bought one, but I wish I would have known then what I know now. I would have I'd have bought all of them up for $45 for a gift set for La Nuit. So that was, but you never know. You don't know what the future holds. Man, I got a little bug flying around me now. Total fragrance. What? Total. It's called Totally Fragrance Raffle. There you go. You got it with the money sign. Jason Watson. Thanks for that. That's what it is, man. Go to that page and just look around. You don't got to. And even if you're trying to sell something, that's the thing. You don't have to bid on anything. You don't have to buy anything. Even if you just have a fragrance that you trying to get off or you trying to sell, bam, just go there, raffle it off. How it works, for instance, you got a bottle, regardless of what it is, you want $100 for it. So what you would do, you would have 10 spots for $10 or 20 spots for $5. So all I do, so everybody sends you through PayPal. So you got 20 people. They all send their little $5 or whatever, right? You get that in PayPal. You let the moderators know, okay, I got all my money, and then they spin it, and then whatever number come up. So if I pick number 8 out of 20, if I pick number 8, and that's what number come up, I win. So I got a bottle, $100 bottle or a $500 bottle for $5, $17, $12, whatever you selected to be the amount of slots for that fragrance. So you can sell stuff on there, and you can definitely buy stuff. No problem, Mr. Jason 2386. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can, but like I said earlier, it's weird because I got my camera is on this side of the screen, and then where I can type it or look at your questions is on the opposite side. Albert Farrow, man, Sacramento. How's the rent, man? How's the cost of living out there? If the cost of living out in Sacramento is cheap and you get good weather, stay in Sacramento. San Diego is lovely, man. It's a great destination to travel to, or even retire here if you can afford to. But I mean, I mean, a two bedroom out here in a nice neighborhood is going to easily run you 18 to 2,000, man, a month. So I mean, it's extremely expensive out here, dude. Even in like the ghetto. I mean, we don't have a true ghetto. Like when I went to New Orleans, I seen some true ghettos, and when I was living in Connecticut, those were true ghettos. We don't have a projects or any real ghetto out here, but in the bad neighborhoods out here, I mean, you'll get a one bedroom apartment for like 1,200. So I mean, a little 600 square foot one bedroom apartment. It ain't like San Francisco or maybe how it would be in New York, but it's still extremely expensive out here, man. So if Sacramento is cool, then stay there and just come out here to visit. Hakeem, what's my favorite bond? Number 9 frag. That'll be Bleecker Street. Easy. There's a lot of them I love, but I'll definitely go with Bleecker Street. The D-Man. Damn, man. Damn, bug. Chanel Lorem Sport, EDT or EDP, like I was saying earlier, man, I go EDT all the time, man. EDTs perform way better on my skin than EDPs. Carlos Ortega, I got Ralph Lauren Romance, man. That's another one in a box somewhere. I don't know if I shot a review on it, but it definitely was in one of my top 10 videos. I used to get crazy compliments with that back in the day. Travis L, Zerjoff, Mephisto. Worth Blind, I never smelled that one, so I can't recommend it. I have no idea. But all Zerjoffs are too expensive to blind, man. So I definitely try to find somewhere that has them or go to luckyscent.com and get you a sample, man, for like $3 before you pull the trigger on anything by Zerjoff. Demario Riddick, I don't like Tuscan leather, man. I'm one of them rare guys that I don't really like leather fragrances, so it's hard for me to I don't know what it is, man. I guess I like Midnight in Paris, and that supposedly is a leather fragrance. You get a little leather vibe from it. So there's some leather that I do like, but I just never like Tuscan leather, man. Tom Ford, like the dark ones, I like Tobacco Vanille. I like Arabian Wood that nobody talks. That's an underrated. Whoever asked me that question earlier about what's an underrated niche, Tom Ford's Arabian Wood is a underrated niche fragrance. There you go. There goes one. There's a few others, but now that I'm thinking about it, Tom Ford's Arabian Wood, underrated. What are you talking about? Love your videos, man. I'm talking about whatever you guys ask me, man. I don't have no format. I'm writing down. People are telling me this is SLVR. Whatever people are telling me to look into, I'm writing it down. I'm gonna buy me some bottles. I'm gonna buy me some samples. Do some first impressions. So that's what I'm doing right now. Carlos Ortega, have you smelled Mr. Burberry? I think I did, man. I think I smelled that at Nordstrom Rack. I can't remember what it smells like. I need to go try that out again, but I think I did smell it at Nordstrom Rack when it first came out. I think my girlfriend enjoyed it, but it smelled like something I smelled before, so I would have to go back. Charles Ross, can I name a few so-called inexpensive frags that people don't talk about that you like? Inexpensive frags that I like. Bergamot Merino, like I said before. That people don't talk about that I like. I don't know. Let me think about that one. I would have to look into my collection because when it comes to that, it's normally like old fragrances like Lacoste Red. And stuff that I've talked about, Perry Ellis M. You know, since I shot videos, people talk about them, so they're not really secret. But when I was talking about them, like they were unknown. So the Bergamot Merinos, the Perry Ellis M's, what are some other things that I've talked about that nobody else was talking about? I don't know. Let me think. It'll come to me. Travis L. I'll get to that. What are your thoughts on Jeremy Fragrance? I'll get to him in a minute. So that may take me a long time. Where can I buy Zerjoff Frags discounted? Zerjoff Frags discounted, you probably won't find it. The best place to find those is on Mark's page. His old page is the Fragrance Swap, Mark's Guru Nation, the Fragrance Kings. Those are best. Like, buy them used, guys. When you guys are looking at niche, Byredo, Zerjoff, Almawatch, buy used bottles. Nobody cares. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows that 50% bottle you had, that you didn't use that juice. You know what I mean? It's in your collection. It's your personal stash. It's your personal, you know what I'm saying, collection. Nobody looks at a bottle and says it's only 30%. Oh, you bought that used. You know what I mean? These are products that you can buy used. So that's what I would recommend. Go to these sites. And sometimes, like this one guy, man, he was selling Boys 1920 Sushi Imperial. That's one I've been wanting to add in my collection for $50. I think it was either on Mark's page are on the fragrance swap. One of those pages, but for $50. So sometimes dudes is strapped for cash, and they're like, "Hey, I got this. I'm always lyric man. I'll sell it for 100. I got this Creed, Himalaya. I'll sell it for $95. I got this Zerjoff 1861. I'll sell it for 110. Like they sometimes they have fire sales, man. They're just trying to get rid of it, or being that it has only like 45% left or 30% left. I mean, that's still a lot of juice in a 100 ml bottle. Then you getting it for like a fraction of the price. You still get the box. You still get the bottle and cap. Sometimes people have tester bottles that they got for 110. They're selling them for $80. You know what I mean? So our Montal, like Montal's another one. People be selling them cheap, but Montals you can get cheap anyway, man. Look in your online retailers for that. Do you remember Gucci Envy, the green juice? I got 2 bottles of Gucci Envy, and if you watch my giveaway video, I'm giving away one. It's a 1.7 50 mil, so I'm giving that away. I even got the body wash. I might give that away too to whoever selects that. So I'm gonna probably do that. I'm gonna probably announce the winner next week. I'm trying to give people an opportunity to go and answer those questions. Whatever I asked, I forgot what I asked, but I'm giving people the opportunity because you can win Gucci Envy. You can win La Stunt, the Guerlain. You can win what else I had? Gucci Absolute and Tiffany by Man Sport. What's another great one? That's another great niche. Whoever asked me that, Tiffany Sport for Men is a great aquatic freshie that nobody talks about, and it's kind of hard to find, so you can win that too. Let me see. Quincy says he's gonna buy some stuff online right now. So, hey, let him know. Let Quincy know some cheapies he can get. It just depends on what you want, man. I mean, I don't know if you want an Oriental, you want a Woody, you want an Aquatic, you want a Freshie. Like, what kind of fragrance you looking for? You looking for something for spring? You looking for something for at night? You know what I mean? You looking for something for the office? Like, give us a little bit more information. And, my boy Michael McClendon, man. What's up, Michael? He won I was doing it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. I may do it this year, but cause my Chargers left, so I'm still heartbroken. But Michael won did you win 2 years in a row or did you win this year? But he won my fantasy football league. I think 2 years in a row. Cause I remember sending you $350 like 2 times. So that's $700 he won up off my fantasy football league. So that's my boy out there, man. What's up? And hey, I appreciate you watching me, man. I appreciate you supporting me after all these years. I'm going there. Grim. Yeah, Grim Fresco really does look like a vintage. Like I think with that, I think what happened, and not to sound arrogant or nothing, but I think when I shot the video, Fresco's sales like went through the roof, and I think they didn't have enough merchandise to meet the demand, and I think they just start sending out some shady bottles, man. That wasn't because people were saying that the Fresco was rubbing off and the bottles were leaking, and then somebody sent me a sample because I had my bottle, and he was like, look, Rob, I bought that Fresco, and this smells like dirty water. This don't even smell like it. And he sent me a sample, and it smelled like dirty toilet water with some generic pineapple cleaning scent in there. So I think they just once that money started rolling in, they were sending out some just shitty bottles to people, man. They didn't even care no more. They were just trying to get paid. So, but I had one of the original bottles, which, well, like I said, I would have had, but I don't have no more, but it smelled pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to do a review on Mugler's Pure Tonka. Like I just said, I just got that in my collection like 2 weeks ago. So it's been kind of hot out here. I did smell it. I did spray it on my arm, but I really haven't tested it, and I like it. It smells good to me, so I'm definitely gonna do a review on that. Hey, that's what's up, Ant. Somebody says try out White Leather by Bella. Let's see, White Leather. What is it by Bella? Let's see. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try out that White Leather, see if I like that one. Nas Red, Ladenwick, like the reformulations, man. Like reformulations never bother me because you know why? Because I never buy bottles. You know what I'm saying? I never re-up on my bottles. I have so much, like I was saying earlier, my collection is so extensive that I can never really get through a bottle. You know what I mean? I would really have to wear something every single day. So I bought my La Nuit, man. I want to say 4 years ago, maybe now about 4 years ago. I got 100 ml, and I had the 30 ounce that I was saying earlier that I had swapped that. I swapped it for B Man. That was like the worst Thierry Mugler fragrance ever. So I gave my 30 ounce away, original formulation for B Man by Thierry Mugler on the swap. But anyway, so I still got that original bottle. So I don't even bother with the reformulations because like with my DHI, I got the original formulation, so I don't even purchase. I'll make sure now that I know it's been reformulated, I'll never run out of it. I'll never use my whole bottle, so I'll only use it sparingly. Mahogany Woods by Mr. Jason. No, I haven't. Mahogany Woods by Bed Bath and Body Works. I haven't tried that. So it smells like Privé, huh? No, I haven't tried that one. No one talks about Perry Ellis Red. I have Perry Ellis Red. I think I mentioned that. Grim. I never smelled Perry Ellis Reserve though. So I'll look into that. Perry Ellis Reserve. And that's probably like every damn Ross and Marshall. So I'm sure Perry Ellis Reserve is easy to find. Have you tried 18 Sweet Tobacco by Spirits Man Made? No, I haven't, Jermon. That's another one I got to smell. Damn, Spice Bomb was reformulated too. I haven't smelled the reformulated Spice Bomb. I have my Spice Bomb bottle is like 99% full, man. I only spray it every now and then with my blends, or sometimes I only use like 2 sprays. It's so strong with me, I can't spray more than 3 sprays. That junk just fills up a room. Okay, so Notino has their jobs discount. I didn't know that, so that's good to know. I know some of them online retailers have Alma Wash fragrances. I bought a couple. I bought my Reflection Man, I think from I guess it was Beauty Encounter at the time, so Notino. So yeah. Christian M, you love oud fragrances, huh? Filled with the cores of ouds. Hopefully you can get your nose on some authentic oud oils. The authentic oud oils may be too potent for me, man. They may knock me out. Mr. Jason, what's your favorite, best, sexy, affordable beast mode frag? I think affordable, sexy frag that women like is Mont Blanc Legend, man. And even Vava Couture vouched for that one. I think I paid like $30. Try Mont Blanc's Legend. Women love it. It's real cheap. Your thoughts on Steven? My thoughts on Amouage Jubilation 25. It's I call that the test fragrance. That's the fragrance. Once you get experienced in the game and you like kind of grown out of your designer fragrances. You may be like, you probably ventured in a couple independent houses, a couple of niche houses, but you're mainly a designer dude, and you're looking to like challenge your nose, and you're looking to like wear something that sets you apart. Jubilation 25 is that fragrance. I smelled that fragrance 3 times before I got a bottle. I hated it, then I liked it. Then I kind of was like in between, like, damn, it smells good and it doesn't, like, you know what I'm saying? So I bought that, and I don't wear it a lot. I really don't wear it. And that's probably one of the, somebody asked me a question, what would I wear in a winter or fall? Jubilation 25 probably would be winter fragrance for me. It's kind of hard to pull off here, but it's so complex, and I get so many things from it. It really challenges your nose, and it really kind of trains you, what to look for, and how nose transition, and how something smells different every time you wear it in different climates and settings. Like it gives me something different every time I wear it. So Jubilation 25, when you're ready to make that transition from designer to niche, look into that and challenge your nose and challenge yourself to pull that one off. I think that's a great fragrance for that, because I think the people that appreciate that women that smell that, and even men that smell that on you, they will look at you differently. Like they will, especially if you're dressed nice, they're gonna like, this is a sophisticated man. This is an upscale dude. So that's the fragrance you wanna pull off. Damn, I've been on here for an hour and a half, guys. Man, I didn't realize I was on here this long. 66 watching. Let me see. I'm gonna be on here a little bit longer, guys, and ask a couple more. I'm gonna answer a couple more questions. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do a review on Rive de Ombre. I touched on it a couple times, but I'm definitely gonna give you guys a full review. Arms 27, that's what's up, man. That's what it's all about. Hey, you know what's funny? Mr. Jason 2386, bottom note, gave me the Umo, the Moschino. He gave me that like years ago. He just gave it to me for free. Like, he didn't like it. And when I smelled it, I didn't care for it either. And now I'm seeing a lot of people talking about how great it is. So I'm definitely going to do an update. I don't know if I did a review on that But I got that in the box. I got that in one of my boxes. I'm gonna pull that out. Matter of fact, I may pull that out after I'm done with this, and I'm gonna give that another spin and see what see how it does. Thoughts on Amawaz Reflection Man? Yes, my thoughts on Amawaz Reflection Man. Yes, it does smell like Lamar. It's much better than Lamar. Lamar doesn't work well on my skin. For some reason, like Lamar is a chemical mess on my skin. I just hate the way it smells. One of my close friends, that's his signature scent, and I love the way it smells on him. So I always wanted to get it, but it just didn't work well with my skin chemistry. So what Amawaz does for me is take this call later. What Amawaz does for me is the Lamar scent I smell on my friend that I enjoy. That's what Reflection Man smells on me. It's that same scent I was trying to capture from Lamar, but it does well on my skin. So Reflection Man is definitely a great one, man. That's probably one of the best from Amawaz House. Rada J, what's up, man? Fragrance Kings, that's what's up, man. I've been giving y'all shout outs, man. I'm trying to tell people to go to that page. I'm running out of Creed GIT, and I'm looking for something like another cool water. Do you have any suggestions? Shea Bomb. If you like GIT, you're looking for an alternative, I bought my Shea Bomb back then, was Beauty Encounter, for $80, brand new in the box, 100 ml bottle. I'll take this call later. 85 bucks on Beauty Encounter and Otino now. So look there, look at Overstock. They might have it there also for cheap, but that's what I would go to. True that. Yeah, Frappin 1270 is a beast, man. I mean, it smells so good. Hey, you know what I got right here, guys? I just got somebody. My boy sent me, Narada James. He just sent me this what is it called? The Homebrew 01. So I'll be doing a review on this, and that's what I'm testing it with. I'm gonna test this. Basically, what this is a Hey, can you take this call and tell her I'm doing something? Is that your mom? Yeah, cause she's gonna keep calling me back. But this, take it over there. So basically, what this is, it's a fragrance enhancer, and this is gonna give me way more projection on my Frappin 1270. So that's what I'm gonna try. So let me see what else you guys saying. Dua fragrances. Thoughts on the Dua? I guess that's how you pronounce it. DUA. I heard a lot of bad things about that fragrance line, man, or their products. So I've never tried any of them. So I can't say good or bad. I have no idea. I never tried any of them. But if you guys know any great ones that I should try, let me know. Or if you guys got some samples, send them to me. Umo doesn't last long, 4 hours maybe. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I tried it back in the day, but I don't really care for it. CH Man Privé. I don't know the answer to that. Which one gets you more compliments? I have CH Man, and CH Man is a beast. And I think that's a leather fragrance too. So I said I didn't like leather, so I might be lying because I like CH Man and I like Midnight in Paris. So those are two leathers that I do like. Let's see. Any recommendations? Niche Aquatic for the summer? Niche Aquatic, man, Creed. I mean, that's all you need. Go with Creed. Erofa, Silver Mountain Water. What other ones I like? That's kind of aquatic. Or even Bond Wall Street. Bond Wall Street is cool, but Bond Montauk. Or go with Healy. I mentioned another Healy, but Healy. Heeley. Damn, how did I just forget what it's called? It's my favorite aquatic fragrance ever. I don't know, but it's an aquatic. I don't know how I forgot it. It's my favorite aquatic fragrance of all time, and it's made by Healy. And this is the first time I ever forgot it, the name of it. Somebody probably would say it. If Mark is in here, he'll know what it is. But Adrex 80 is by Healy. It's an aquatic fragrance, and I can't remember the name. But look up that and just look up Healy and just look through their line. What is that called? That's gonna bug me. It's gonna come to me. I'll let you know. It's gonna come to me in a second. I didn't get to catch the cologne in the intro of your videos. It has a statue as a top. Oh, that's MDC Invasion Bar Reddick. That's what I won from Mark in his contest when he did the fragrance idol contest. If you didn't know, that's how I got into this reviewing. I entered his contest and I won out of all the contestants. Obviously they picked me, but I won, and that was the prize. Was that MDCI Invasion Bar with the resin bust on top. That's where I got that from. That was my very first niche bottle ever, courtesy of Mark in his contest. Jose says, how many sprays should I apply for maximum effect? That just depends on what you're wearing and your skin chemistry. Like for me, like I said, like if I wear Victor and Ross Spice Bomb, 2 sprays, I'm done. It fills up a room. If I'm wearing the one, I'll go like 8 or 9 sprays. It's just you got to know how many sprays you need, to get the effect you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like a vintage, I go like 3 or 4. It just depends. And when I do my blend with Shea Bond and Bleecker Street, I go 6. I go 1 in both of my arms, and I go 1 right here, and then I go over it. I spray right on those spots. And then sometimes I may get another spray on my clothes. So but I usually go 6 to 8. So my opinion, don't be shy on the trigger with fragrances that perform moderately. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got those fragrances like I heard black. I never wore black or gown or smelt it, but I hear that fills up a room. For me, Spice Bombs fill up a room. So if it projects like crazy, don't go crazy on the trigger. But if it's not projecting on your skin, spray more sprays. And like what I was about to say is, don't be scared to spray a lot, because what I've noticed is if something smells good, you can never overspray it. Like if I go 8 sprays with a vintage and I go in the office, women love it. Even if they smell me from 20 yards away. When I come by, they're like, oh man, I smelled you come, you smell so good. People don't care when something smells good. People are offended when it smells bad. You know what I mean? And that's why I like it. So if you wear some of this niche wear fragrances, and you putting on 10 sprays and you going into an office, they're gonna call security on you, because it's offending everybody. That's when you got to worry about sprays. Let's see. I'm trying to answer every question. Christian M, true, man. A 20-year-old with Jubilation 25, hey, you going places, man. You know what I'm saying? If I ran into you at 20 years old wearing that, I'm like, this is a future CEO right here, man. That's what I would. There it goes, Cell Marine. Thanks, Nas Red. That's the niche aquatic. That's my favorite niche aquatic is Healy Cell Marine. I don't know how I forgot that. Pentel, exactly. That's what it is, man. Cell Marine. That's one of my favorite aquatics in the game. Niche house. So if you're looking for a niche aquatic, start there. Steven says, what was the first cologne that I wore when I knew I stepped my game up? Damn, what was that? You remember what it was? You know what it was? And this is why I think a lot of other reviewers hated me. I don't know if people hated me when I came in the game, but when I first started reviewing, like nobody gave me love. No, I ain't gonna say no, because I think Drac Doc reached out to me, but the majority of the veteran reviewers did not reach out to me when I first got in the game, because, you know what I'm saying, even Hero, for you guys remember Hero, he sent me this long-ass message talking about he thought I was taking jabs at him and all kinds of stuff. I don't want to get into all the drama, but anyway, I offended people when I came in, because it's like when I first came in the game, it seemed like a lot of reviewers, like one dude would come out and say something, and then all the other reviewers would just like piggyback what he said. And it's like, and if you was that dude that came and said, like, if 10 reviewers said this phrase was the best thing ever, it smelled great, then this little Coach Rob dude who nobody knows, he starts reviewing, he's like, that's garbage. That shit is whack. Like, what are you guys talking about? Dude, I was straight outcasted. So, and the reason what got me like that, I was like, man, I'm keeping it 100 on here. If nobody watched my channel, if nobody liked me, if all the reviewers outcast me, it is what it is. I can't get on this camera and be lying to people. And the first fragrance that did that to me, and some of you guys like it, so there's no knock for anybody that like it, but it was Frederick Mall's Musk Ravageur. My girlfriend, my mom, nobody can tell me nothing. I was watching all these reviews, and people were saying Musk Ravageur is a panty dropper. And if you watch my Believe the Hype, you'll see what I said about it. But people were telling me it's the greatest thing. It has this great dry down. It smells so good. Blah, 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 blah. Man, I sprayed that on. I bought me a nice sample of that, I think from the perfume court. I sprayed it on, and I was going around to people, and they were like, dude, what the hell do you got on? This doesn't smell good. And I'm like, man, these people, they don't know what they're talking about, because this is niche. You know what I'm saying? Y'all used to that cheap ass designer stuff. Y'all used to, so I was getting that arrogant. I was getting that, that niche snob was coming out in me in the beginning. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm up on something. It's like when somebody wears some ugly designer clothes or some shoes, they think they, you know what I mean? It's better. We just ain't up on it. So I was getting like big headed like that. I was like, you know what? This Much Rather Yours is the truth. I don't really care for it too much, but maybe my nose ain't developed. You know what I'm saying? But these other reviewers are saying it's the real deal. So it can't be them, it's me. And it can't be, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, these people just don't know what they're talking about. So I wore my Much Rather Yours. I thought I was the man. Everywhere I go, people was frowning. People was like, what the hell you got on? You smell like mothballs. And they were just giving me that bit. They were giving me that work. So I'm just like, and I'm like, you know what, it do kind of smell like mothballs. You know what I'm saying? Then I just started being real with myself. And I said, you know what? If I go down this path, I'm going to be on here lying. You know what I'm saying? Even though people may not like what I say or people may not like my reviews because they may be going against what they believe, I just got to be true to me. So that's how my reviews are going to be from this point on. I'm going to be talking to you, talking to this camera as if you my homeboy sitting right across from me, and I'm just going to give you real game and give you my real perspective as if you was my friend. So that's kind of what my style is on reviewing. I could put on a suit and a tie and get a haircut and do all this, try to be professional and all that, but ain't nobody paying me. I'm doing this for free, just like my coaching. I'm doing this because I love it. It's a hobby, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to compromise, who I am or my opinion just to please a crowd or please somebody that's giving out free bottles or something like that. So that was the first phrase, Much Rather Yours, to answer your question. Where do you get bond number 9 samples? Hey, go to Nordstrom's. Nordstrom, they got a gang of bonbons. You just go ask. You're like, hey, can I get a sample of this? I'm thinking about purchasing this. They'll give you a card to read the person that's selling it. They'll usually give you a card, and they'll give you, like, I go there sometimes. I don't go no more, but back in the day, I would go to Nordstrom's. Here we don't have Saks Fifth Avenue no more. We have Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus. So Nordstrom's don't hold, they don't have Creed here, but they have Bond. And then the Neiman Marcus has the Creed. So, the Tom Ford. So what I do, I go to Nordstrom's and be like, hey, I'm looking about buying this. And just talk to them. Tell them all the stuff you got. Tell them you're into colognes. And if you're a reviewer, tell them you're a reviewer. And then you didn't start letting them know, like, you would smell something. Oh, this has oak moss and this has, they get impressed because you actually know. If you watch videos a lot, you know way more about fragrances than any of these people that's selling these fragrances in these stores. Or in these malls, you know what I mean? So I'll tell them all the stuff I know, impress them. They'll give me a card. They'll give me like 5 or 6 bonbons. They'll give me all kind of stuff. And then I walk right across the Saks and I'll get my little Tom Ford. They put them in them little like 4 ml glasses. I get a whole bunch of Tom Fords and then I'm out of there. So I'm always going to the mall, man. People, even Sephora gives you free samples. So always look for free samples first. Let me see. It says, let me see. Thank you, sir. No problem. Best crowd pleaser not named event is Savage. And, well, the best crowd pleaser not named Aventus, Savage, or Blue Day Chanel would be Chanel Platinum. Obviously La Nuit, YSL Loan. People laugh at it, but Abercrombie and Fitch, Fierce, Mont Blanc Legend. I mean, there's a ton of them, dude. Look at my channel. I got a ton of compliment getters. But I'm trying to think what everybody like. Tier D'Hermes, the EDT version, man. Get that. Definitely crowd pleaser. Any thoughts on Scentbird? I don't know. What I need to do, Jose, is that they send me emails all the time. They want me to do a review. They say they'll send me some free samples and all I gotta do is email them, but I'll be so lazy. Like, people send me stuff all the time, I just don't even respond to. Cause I be doing so much of this in my life, coaching, and I'm with my fiance, and I'm just trying to live my life. So I need to just get more serious on people that contact me and get back to them. But I think I'm gonna holler at that person who sent me that email. She said she'll send me a free box just to show me how the Scentbird is and how the company is, and then I'll probably do a review after I actually experience what how they get down. Travis L. I hate that the Chargers is leaving, man. I was talking about that earlier. Right now, I'm not a fan, but it's easy to say I'm not a fan because it ain't football season. So once football season start, I'll probably be watching again. But right now, I'm not. Hey, Justin Miller, you said those razor bumps. Are you saying I got razor bumps? Or are you saying we don't supposed to shave because we get razor bumps? Let me know. But I was talking about I'm shaving after dark, man. He has a channel. He does fragrance reviews and he does straight razor, shaving tips. So check him out. Let's see. What haven't I answered? Where do you shop for fragrances in SD? Fashion Valley Mall. There's a place called in La Jolla. There's a place called Co's Bar, COS Bar, Co's Bar. They have a lot of niche stuff like your and they'll give you any many samples as you want. So try the Co's Bar, COS Bar, and La Jolla. That's probably the best place for niche out here besides Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's. Hey, true that. Thanks, man. I'm trying to step my game up with those outdoor videos. I mean, it's so much scenery out here, and me being in the house on this camera I'm at right now. I mean, the quality kind of sucks. So I mean, I was shooting those videos with my phone, with my Samsung X7, man, and the quality is way better. I took advice from a person that made a comment. I got a little mic. I'm talking into a mic right now that I've had for years, just never used it. But so yeah, man, I'm just trying to step up my game. Ulysses Montez. Yeah, man, that's what I'm known for, man. I'm known for keeping it real. I mean, anybody that know me in real life, man, I'm blunt. I'm straight to the point. I try to keep it as honest as possible. Why not? I don't understand why people come on here and try to be fake. I mean, unless they is motivated by something else, you know what I'm saying? Unless they getting paid to be fake. But this is just a hobby of mine, man. All I'm doing is sharing it with you guys. I'm sharing it with people with common interests, and that's all. What about T for Two? T for Two was probably one of the first 5 niches that I smelled. I smelled that a long time ago, man. And I don't know if I did like it, but I don't think. And back then I was all designer. Like I wasn't going. And I know you could probably find it cheap now, but at the time it was Gucci Pour Homme 2 was a much better tea fragrance for me than T for Two was. But T for Two was a good one. But I think I like Gucci Pour Homme 2, and for the price point, I would probably buy that. I would probably buy that. So Travis L, he says, let's hear Jeremy paid. What you mean? Paid question mark? What does that mean? Hey, the D man, you're welcome. I mean, what do you guys feel about Jeremy Fergus? I would like to hear your opinions. Like, what do you think? You know, I mean, yeah. What's your opinions on Jeremy Fergus? I know he's the most popular fragrance reviewer on YouTube. I mean, by over 100,000 subscribers. I mean, are there really that many fragrance subscribers out there? 130,000. Yeah. Oh, Versace Home's a beast too. How did I forget that? I got that. I talked about that too. That's one of my girlfriend's favorites. Is Versace Pour Homme. That's an absolute beast. Callaway. I still need to smell that, man. I heard that some people say that's better than the Ventus. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Sarat Boise. But I need to get my nose on that, man. Actually, I need to get my nose on a lot of stuff from that house. What's that house called? What's that house called? I forget. It's not Montal. It's Mancera or something like that. I don't think I smelled anything from that house. Yeah, Mancera, exactly. Yeah, I haven't smelled anything from that house. I smelled a lot of Montal fragrances, but Mancera, I haven't. About what? Who? All right. I'm gonna get off in a minute. Hey guys, I'm probably about to get off in a minute. I gotta do something. I'm gonna be on here probably like 15 more minutes. Oh, Thallium Black. Thallium Black's a good one. And regular Thallium, man, that's another slept on, I don't know if it's underrated. Yeah, I guess it is underrated, man. Thallium is a good scent, man. People don't really talk about it. I shot my videos about it back in the day, but Thallium is still pretty good. Allure Homme Sport is great. The regular Allure Chanel Allure is great. Where can I get a decant from, man? Hey, Edgar, the groups. Fragrance Swap, the Fragrance Kings, Marks, Fragrance Guru Nation, on Facebook, go to all those groups. People are always selling decants. They're always swapping. You're gonna get the best bang for your buck there. And if you need just a sample, you just aching to smell something and you can't find it, go to luckyscent.com. Hey, I like Charlotte Greedy. I had a sample of that. I haven't had, I didn't have a real bottle or a good size decant, but I had a little sample of Charlotte Greedy. I like that one too. Hey Travis, yeah, Molecule 1 it is, man. Like when I first smelt it, like I said, I had a sample of it. I didn't smell nothing, but people around me smelt it. Now I got a full bottle, and I still don't really smell nothing, but I'll get a compliment. It's strange. That fragrance I just don't get. But a better fragrance that does the same thing is Le Labo's. Somebody asked me about Le Labo. Must 25, the LA exclusive. That's a better Molecule 1. Yes, I like Back to Black by Killian. I don't have a bottle, but I do like it. I think Jeremy fragrance, man. To get into Jeremy fragrance, I don't want to get in too much detail because I don't want to be misconstrued as me hating on him or me having a problem with him. I think Jeremy. I think what his channel is like he told me before. I was like his fourth sub. When I seen him, his channel is my channel on steroids. His channel is what my channel would look like if it was 15 years ago. If I was single and I was a younger dude and the lifestyle I was living back then, my channel would look like Jeremy Fragrance's channel. So for that fact, I can't say anything bad about it, being that I'm older now, being that I'm engaged, being that I live a different lifestyle, more of a family oriented, and I coach football and around little kids all the time. My channel can't reflect that, so I just get on here and just tell you guys about good fragrances. But I just think that I understand why other people have a problem with him, because it's like Jeremy isn't organic. Like he isn't, and like what I touched on earlier, Robes 08, Drac Doc, Redolescence, My Mickers, you know what I'm saying? Me. We're organic reviewers, and what I mean by that is that you've seen the progression. You've seen when we started with nothing, and you can see the years of us being dedicated to our channel, putting in the work, putting hundreds of videos out in the growth. You know what I'm saying? You can vouch for it. You've seen it. You've seen the beginning to the end. And then it's like with Jeremy, he comes out of nowhere, and it's like in 2 years you got over 100,000 subs. Like how is that even possible? So I think that's where people, it's like, and when I say organic, you have like to put an analogy to it. It's kind of like if we go to Google right now and we search the best restaurants in whatever town you live in, the best restaurants in San Diego, you're gonna have the links that come up on the left side of the screen, the organic ones. These are real restaurants that blogs have talked about, people have talked about. They said how great the food was, so they moved up in a search engine organically because they actually have great food. Then you have, when you put the best food in your city, you got the ads right on top of that. Now, those ads, the food at those restaurants could be shitty, but because somebody paid for that space, somebody put money, marketing dollars behind it, those ads they go above the organic. So if you're just a person on the outside looking in, you're like, damn, you don't know about paid ads. You're gonna say this must be better because this is at the top of Google and this is fourth. But if you know about search engine optimization, you know how things work. You're like, no, I'm gonna click on organic because that restaurant's food is probably gonna be good. And I think that's how a lot of people, they look at Jeremy. They're like, dude, he came out of nowhere. Did a company plant him into the community? Did somebody with dollars say, you know what, we're going to find this model, we're going to find this guy, we're going to put marketing dollars behind him, we're going to pay for subscriptions, we're going to pay for video views, we're going to put him in the community and tell him to say what we want him to say? Or was he a guy like me in 7th grade? I was on here talking about when I went to dances. I'm telling you my first experience with eternity. Like I've been wearing bottles. Is he that guy? Will he be here 5 years from now doing reviews? Like a Mark, like a Drac Dot, like a Redolent, like me. I've been here 5 years. So I think I don't really call that hate. It's red flags. And I think that's why some reviewers, they look at him like, we can look at everybody else's video. We can look at the progression that they made. And then you think about it. Mark, I don't know how long Mark has been in this game, but he's probably been in this game for 10 years, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. He got like 30,000 subs, right? Then you got Drac Doc. I've been in for 5. Drac Doc's probably been in for 7, right? He got about 30. Adolescence came in right around me, maybe a little bit after me. He has like 30, right? So I think Adolescence got like 600 videos. Then you have Jeremy Fragrance got like almost like 200, and in 2 years, Adolescence is 630,000. Jeremy is like 200 videos, 2 years, 130,000 versus Red Lessons at 30 versus Drac Doc at 30 versus Robes 8 at 30. It's like, come on now, something ain't right. I'm not saying Jeremy did anything wrong. I'm just putting it out there. 130, 30 for a dude that's been having high quality reviews, Mark, for like 10 years, 2 years. It's something going on there. That's all I'm saying. But I love Jeremy's content. I love his videos because, like I said, that's how my channel would be. You know what I'm saying? If I lived that lifestyle. So I love him having, women, models and this stuff. I love him talking about, because he talks about the same thing that I've taught. I was the first to my knowledge, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I was the first reviewer talking about compliments, talking about women's opinions. Depending on what the ladies say determines what I spray. I was the first. I was the outcast. So I loved what Jeremy did when he came into the game, because he just took my channel and just blew it up. He talks about the same stuff. And even if you look at some of my reviews where I had notes, I had pictures of notes and descriptions, Jeremy even put that in his videos. He's taken a lot of stuff from me. And I'm not saying anything negative to him, but I think there's, he was able to sit back and take a little bit things from other people, and he's made a great channel. So I would never hate on him, but I can see how people can look at that and say, how the hell he got 130,000 subs? I got 11,000 in 5 years, and I think my content is good. I think I can have a better, clearer pictures and better camera, and I can step my game up. But I'm talking about the content that come out my mouth, the information that you guys can go use and actually apply, I think is just as good as Mark, Jeremy's, or anybody else's. But I don't have 130,000 subscribers. I don't have nothing close to that. So that's my take on Jeremy. Great videos, great content. Talks about what the women like, just like I like. Great channel. How he got 130 and everybody else got 30. He's the first to ever do it out of every reviewer that's ever reviewed on YouTube. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Some flags there, but I'm not the one to say what he doing or what he ain't doing. I'm just observing. You know what I mean? That's my thing. KK interlude. Jeremy just appeals to young guys. Pretty woman, sharp production. I don't think it's fishy. His comment section is flooded also. Not a fan by any means, just my opinion. And I get that. It's great content. But I guarantee you, when you guys leave here, search on subs. Search how to buy subs on YouTube. How to buy reviews on YouTube. Right now, I could put a marketing budget together. Like if I really want to blow my channel up and not have real subscribers like you guys, right now, I can pay. And I did it before. I did the budget. I was just looking into how much would it cost me. And I'm off the top of my head, I could be wrong. But like say, for instance, I could put $300 a month and buy like 2,000 real subscribers every month. I think it's like for 10,000 views a video is like $2, $1 or something. It's extremely cheap. So if a company can shoot a commercial and pay hundreds of thousands to market one fragrance, would they be opposed to taking a model, putting them in a community, and paying him to say something? Wouldn't that be cheaper? Not saying that's what Jeremy is doing. I'm just saying, when you think outside the box, it's not far fetched. And look how much it would cost any of you guys. If you guys want to start a channel right now, you can have 50,000 subscribers and tons of views on your videos by paying it. And look how much it would cost you to do it. It wouldn't cost that much. But most of us, like me, we don't got the time, or it's not that serious for me to pay for subscribers and views. Because like I said, this is just a hobby for me. It's not a business. Yeah, no sense frag. Jeremy, he has his own lane. He came in, he created something. He got like 3 times the amount of subscriptions that anybody else got. But I just think, he says, he's entertaining as fuck. The average person will not sit through it robes, and the average fragrance video will find him boring. The Jeremy knows the market, thumbnails, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? But that, like I said, me and Jeremy, we're a lot alike with our content. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was the first to do what Jeremy is doing. So there's no way that I can knock him and say I don't like what he's doing because it's my page on steroids, like I've already mentioned. Do I think it's 130,000 subs? Like, do I think it's that great? That's hard to say. I'm not saying that his content ain't good, but I look at what's the word I'm looking for? I look at the genre. I look at like I'm sure we all watch other videos on YouTube outside of fragrances. And in every little niche, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's cars, whether it's whatever, there's a consistent amount of subs. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do comedy sketches, you'll have 10 people that do comedy sketches or do bodybuilding that are range from 1 million subscribers or maybe 130. And the big wigs, they're all always kind of around the same. They're not like, you don't have one dude with 1 million subs and the next dude to him has 10,000. That's just too off. It makes no sense. It's something, unless a person had a viral video or something like that. So man, I don't want to get too deep into it. I like Jeremy Fragrance. I like his channel. I like his content. Like I said, it's similar to mine. He's doing something. He's doing something good for the fragrance community. And I just think that, but I understand both sides. That's what my point is. I understand those that think something is fishy. I understand some that don't, because it's to me it's obvious something is going on. But some people, they won't see it. KK interlude. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, Tiff Benson, I watch her videos too. I like Tiff Benson. But you say 1 month no content but gain 10K subs. You see that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying she did anything wrong, but if you pay attention, some things are just some things are just obvious. It's like when I watch bodybuilding videos. Like I watch fitness videos too. And it's like you got bodybuilding dudes that are like, they're like, I'm all natural. I don't use steroids, right? And then you got those one guys that people say they using steroids. They look hella ripped. They look good. And from me being just a novice dude, like I just go to the gym and that's it. I can't see who's natural and I can't see who has steroids. But the people in bodybuilding, the people in the game could be like, yeah, that dude is on steroids. You can't tell by blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? The people that's in the industry, they know the deal. It's the people like me on the outside. You buff, you natural, you buff, you on steroids. I can't tell the difference. So I see the natural guy telling the other guy he on steroids. I'm like, oh, you a hater, you a hater. Just because I'm ignorant. I don't know what's going on. And I think that's what a lot of people do. So if Robo A have a problem with Jeremy, he's automatically a hater. You know what I'm saying? Even if he questions or Drag Doc or me or anybody, like, damn, how the hell you get 130K subs? Some of this, oh, you just hating because you don't got it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, nobody's hating. It's a red flag. It's just funny if you're paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But dude is a great reviewer, man. I love, you know what I'm saying, what he's doing with his channel. Jay Roberts says, hey, Rob, I like Jeremy, but he's clearly funny. Remember when he flew into a helicopter? I don't watch all his videos, so I don't know what he does in every video. But damn, I didn't know he fly with, he flew in with a helicopter. What I do know about Jeremy, I do know when he first came in the game, when I did watch his videos, he hated niche. He bashed niche. He was all designer. And then all of a sudden, he shoots a video. He got like 1,000 bottles. He got like a gang of niche. And we all know niche costs a grip. So how you go from not liking niche to having like 700 niche bottles in a span of a year? But nobody gave them to you. Bought all of them. Like you got bread like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like if you're paying attention, some things are just suspicious. Right or wrong, true or false. Some things are just suspicious. Or maybe he got bread like that and he got money. I don't know. I know I couldn't do it. Every bottle I got, I bought. So it takes me time for my collection to build. Like I said earlier with Riz Frags, I seen him go from his first designers and I seen him slowly build his collection. I seen a lot of these reviewers build their collection, and I like the journey. I like seeing point A to point Z. You know what I mean? That's what makes it fun for me to watch, a reviewer's channel. 2 balls, 1 man. Hey, that's what's up, man. He said because of my Believe Hype video, he purchased the vintage and don't regret it, man. I appreciate that. Mr. Jason, you like Jeremy as well. I think he has a lot that others don't. Yeah, man. Like I said, me and him we on the same wavelength when it comes to the women. You know what I mean? If you ain't wearing fragrances to get compliments, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but who doesn't like a compliment? Who doesn't like an attractive lady saying you smell good? You know what I mean? Where they do that at? He says, "What about new reviewers like Triple Ink?" I'm subscribed to Triple Ink. I like Triple Ink, Cascade. I like all those guys. Centonomics. I don't know who that is. I've never seen his videos, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of new guys because this is a problem I have with new reviewers. And if any new reviewer comes at like sends me a private message and asks me for any advice or any tips, what I would tell a new reviewer: review something new, review something that we haven't reviewed to death. If you new in the game and your first review is a vintage or La Nuit or Chanel Sport or D, like why? Like why are you reviewing something that people have been watching for 4 or 5 years already? Come in the game and show us something different that we haven't already seen. Bring a different spin on stuff. And to me, I think that's what's going to separate the new reviewers from the older, from the pack. It's like, give us something new. Like I said earlier, I like Vava Couture. She's an attractive female. She's giving us a female's perspective, something that I like to hear. I like Shaving After Dark. He talks about fragrances nobody talks about, and he shaves. You know what I'm saying? I like things that are different that I can still learn something from. Who else I watch? Like I said, I like Riz Frags. I like how we got to see his journey. And I need to know what he does. Whatever he does, I need to be doing his job because he built a nice collection in a good amount of, not a short amount of time, but in a nice amount of time. But he explained it in one of his videos how he did a lot of swaps and, he would take 5 designers to get one niche. So he explains how he expanded. You know what I'm saying? So Red Lessons, you got to see his growth. So, I mean, the newer guys, I would just wish that they brought something new to the game and not talked about the same old, same old. What happened to your boy Rizzo? I don't know, man. I think Rizzo, I still chop it up with him every now and then, but I think Rizzo kind of got burnt out. Like I touched on earlier, is that when me, Rizzo, and a couple of other guys came into the game, it was like the older reviewers, the veteran reviewers at the time, they weren't showing us no love. They don't need to show us no love. I mean, they don't need it, but to me, it didn't bother me because I'm in my house right now with my family. After this video comes off, I'm just chilling with my family. Like my life goes on. This doesn't affect my real life. So I didn't care, but I think, when you get into anything, you want to be accepted. You want to be, part of the clique. You want to be like, you want people to greet you with open arms. And I think Rizzo didn't really like that. He felt the other dudes kind of was like, y'all knew we ain't messing with y'all. And I think that kind of turned him off. I could be wrong. I don't want to speak for the man, but I think that was one of the things. I think he touched on it in the video, if I'm correct. But I think that's one of the things. Guest Culture Channel or in OG, you have every right to comment on the new guys. Centonomics is a guy with the beard carved in the back in the reviews. I never seen him, so I just don't know. I would have to look for him, or somebody would have to just send me his channel or something. Or and that's another thing for the newer guys. Comment on people's channels. Like if you watch me or if you like my channel or whatever, hey, comment, hey, Coach Rob, what's up? I'm new to the game. I'm new to reviewing. Hey, check my channel out. I mean, it's that simple, but I can't find people that just started reviewing yesterday and he got like, you know what I mean? I don't look at videos that much enough to find every single, new reviewer. But I think to have a frag comment, to have a community, we have to reach out to each other and we have to talk to each other and we have to say, hey, Coach Rob, hey, what would you advise me on this? Or this is what I'm thinking about doing. What would you do? And vice versa, because that's what I did. When I got in the game, I reached out to Hero, what was his name? Cadillac, Brandon. I reached out to all them dudes. They didn't respond and say nothing to me. They wouldn't even respond to my message. So, but I did my part. I extended my hand and say, hey, I'm new. This is what I'm doing. And it is what it is. Hey, I appreciate that, Mr. Jason. He said, who is a retired reviewer you would like to see come back? Probably Hero. You know what I mean? I liked Hero style, man. I really appreciated his videos. Even though he thought I was like trying to, replace him or something, or take his place, or I don't know what he thought. He sent me this long ass letter or long ass message, but he was cool though. I told him in the letter, like, I dig you, man. Like, I like I like your get down. So I don't have no ill wills towards you. I'm this new guy trying to do my thing, trying to find my lane. I'm from Cologne, just like Jeremy. I will ask him. KK Interlude, you're from Cologne like Jeremy. You'll ask him what? Calvin, because if he was funded, the company he promotes is not clear. Calvin, I don't even know what that means. Trey, 60% of your collection is contributed to my reviews, bro. Hey, that's what's up, man. You definitely make for, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like us, and that's another thing. If Jeremy is getting paid from whatever houses or people are giving him some money, hey, I commend him. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because this hobby is expensive, dude. Like, I've spent, I mean, if we was to do the math, go to my okay, I got about 200 reviews, and then I got a couple of top 10s in the reviews. But if we was to say, okay, and I review anything from $20 to $400, and I got 200 where's my calculator at? Come on. 200 reviews. So my calculator's tripping, but just do the math. Let's say for average, I do it on my phone. I paid $550 for each bottle that I bought, which obviously I got some for 200, 300, and times calculator 50 times 200, which I should be able to do that in my head. That's $10,000. So I've spent $10,000 to give you guys a free review. So if anybody was willing to pay me and send me free bottles, I would definitely take them, and I would definitely shoot reviews. But I would shoot them. So if Jeremy is getting funded or he's getting paid, hey, more power to him. Hopefully that they see that he creates a buzz and he creates some type of hype for their fragrances, that they'll start trickling that money to Drag Doc and Robes and me and Redolescence, if they're not already doing that. You know what I mean? But hopefully we all can get paid and bring you guys. Because I mean, if I was getting free bottles, man, I'll do a review every day. I'll get home from work or from coaching, get my new bottle out the mail, give you a first impression, and shoot you a review. That just benefits the community, man, to where we can get way more opinions on the juice. It says, one of these days I want to show you my collection of scents. Between you and Drag Doc, I've gotten a lot of things that you both recommended. Very grateful for the knowledge, man. Hey, Grimp, that's what's up, man. Drag Doc, he's a great reviewer. He's been in the game a long time, man. A lot of good advice from his channel. If you would price tag your collections, how much you think you'd invest in? Like right now, I just said it, so you probably wrote that question when I was saying it. But I would say off the top of the head, like 10,000, man. You know what I could have did with 10,000? I could have started my fragrance company with that 10,000. But I this is my hobby. This is what I do. So that's what I did with it. I bought bottles and gave away bottles and swapped bottles. Yeah, the war on SJWs. Yeah, I have AdSense. But, I mean, if you guys ain't clicking on them ads, it don't do nothing. So, like, I may get, 3 months. I may get $200 in 3 months or $100. Bottom line is, it doesn't pay nothing if you guys aren't clicking them ads. So, that's all it is a thing you see and you just skip past. So, I mean, it doesn't really pay you nothing. Nothing worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? It says, Black Mason, Coach, you have a good site where I can get Creed samples or bottles for a decent price. Creed samples, go to Saks, go to Neiman Marcus, ask them for a free sample. They will give you a free sample. Tell them your enthusiasm about fragrance and how you love them and how you collect and blah, 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 and build a rapport with the salesman. They'll give you as much samples as you want. That's for free samples. Like I said already a couple times in this video, if you want to get decants, 30 mils, fragrance swap, Guru Nation March page, Fragrance Kings. People's always swapping stuff and selling. Jay Roberts says Jeremy is industry funded, like the auto industry or the insurance industry. The fragrance industry is working to use online reviewer to sell their products. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I could believe it. I mean, people, there's sites dedicated to giving away free merchandise just to review, to put, you know what I'm saying, some eyes on new products and stuff, services that's coming out. So if you have X amount of subscriptions or subscribers, why wouldn't a company send you something? Like, he got, you got 50,000 plus, you got 1 million subscribers. Hey, here goes this new microphone. Here goes this new iPhone. Here goes this new smartwatch. Hey, talk about it on your channel. I mean, that's what influencers are. YouTube influencers are people who are, cheap commercials. So of course that goes on, but I'm not saying Jeremy is involved in that. I have no idea. I don't speak on nothing I don't know as fact. If I wanted to make Two Balls One Man says, if I wanted to make my own fragrance, what would be my top 3 notes? It just depends what season I'm making it for, man. You guys know I like bergamot, I like lavender, I like iris, I like wood notes, I like vanilla, I like gourmand stuff. So man, it just depends. I would just have to sit down with a perfumer and really just go through all the notes, because there's notes that I don't even know I like. You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of synthetics, and that's what I was talking about earlier. You guys don't understand. The majority of the notes in fragrances are synthetics. They're accords. And like, for instance, what is the pineapple smell in a vintage? What does the pineapple smell in a vintage? It's not pineapple. It ain't like a pineapple. No, they didn't squeeze a pineapple. You know what I mean? There's something that they've made to smell. It's an accord they created, like leather, for instance. There's something that they created to make that accord and make that note, and that it's synthetics. You know what I'm saying? But hey, guys, I'm about to wrap this up. It's saying my video output is low, so I think I've been going too long. But hey, man, I'm probably going to do this every Monday, or you guys let me know when you would like to see a new one. Have some questions ready for me, and we can do it again. But depending on what the ladies say determines what I spray. Peace.